television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can roll the image, make it flutter. We can change the focus to a soft blur, or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to 420.
Yo, here we go. About to bust my flow to the Canon and D, so sit back and relax. Take you on a rap attack.
Rasta Bear, why'd you leave me here? I'm so sorry. What have I done to you?
Where did I go? I don't really know, but I'm here today just to bust up my flow. I'm on a mission, making all y'all wishing that I didn't be your competition, cause I am blessed, no need to stress. Oregon is the place where I rest on my rock stone pillow. About to be Willow, going to the Oregon Reggae Fest so I can blaze up the high-grade trees all day. Up in the breeze, that's just what I say. Down near Eugene, gonna split your spleen with my bat Lucille. Don't think that I won't, cause I will, cause I know the deal.
Rasta Bear, why'd you leave me here? I'm so sorry. What have I done to you? Rasta Bear, why'd you leave me here just like Tommy? What have I done to you?
Truths, and you know that it's frightening what I come to say, like Negan when he smashes Glenn's head. Okay, yo, burn him Babylon with a big smile and glow, cause I don't need to hurt you, no, cause I spit my verse up in this mic. I'll leave you off in the hearse, cause it's a gift, not a curse. Let y'all battle me, no, I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing. Keep on pursuing, rising to victory. Yeah, this world's collapsing, but it's okay, cause a rainbow will come out tomorrow, okay? And we'll see a brighter tomorrow, no need for sorrow, so gonna go and borrow this verse, cause it's so pretty. Up in the nitty and gritty, leaving Portland, the city, but I'll be back Sunday to go and play and listen to Grateful Dead music out at Edgefield with the Garcia birthday band. You know that I will, with my daughter Cassidy. Gonna have so much fun. It's such a tragedy to see everyone else so sad. Why you wanna go and be so mad? There's no fuel in the jet planes. That's so insane, Ted. You better go to bed and get a rock stone pillow, cause it's so nice. Don't you know that I'm the lady's choice? Gonna be cackling, everybody rackling. When you gonna get the votes? I don't even know. My castle's got a big moat. Everybody gotta understand and just toke on the highest grade, cause I'm not afraid to lay down this verse like every day, and it's just all I say. Pick up my play, burn Babylon every night and day, cause I'm a real Rasta man, yeah, you know I'm jobless. No need to stress, nothing or less. Oh yeah, cause Jah, him a pipe my way, everything is good on the highest I say. Thanks and a praise to Most High Jah for the lengthening of the days. Yes, I know that it's so real, cause I got my bat Lucille, and she might be a prop, but you can't call the cops, cause they can't stop all the shit that I got and the joy that I bring. The song that I sing, Rasta man is here, so he got to feel what I'm doing, yeah, that is the deal. So I didn't go nowhere, just be a Care Bear. I'm a Rasta Bear.
Rasta Bear, why'd you
of music.
done to you?
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Mud Zone.
The world is flat. I'm here to ring the alarm with my puppet like charm, straight from the barn. I'm talking about Flat Earth Farms, cause most don't know. They think we live on a globe, a ball that floats. So listen and take notes, and take it to a higher plane. Imagine yourself in all it contains, in all its glory, and Flat Earth Farms can take you there. Open your mind outside the box. No more staring at NASA's Photoshop. No more moon landings, no lying to ya. No more people standing backwards in Australia. Just facts and pure truth, planning straight to the roots. Flat Earth Farms help you understand. A magical place on a wondrous land.
The world is flat, and that's a fact. Tell your friends next time you chat. Let them know a ball ain't that. Let's stay playing with the baseball bat. Cause we coming at the barn, a higher place, the Flat Earth Farm.
Uostarosta.
Huh.
Uostarosta.
What's he doing? That's odd. I'm sure I can fix it. I think.
What are we gonna do tonight, Singe Man?
The same thing we do every night, Boston Ray. Try to take over the world.
The world of science cares about you. Eureka! We found it. With the tools of science, we have invented, yes, hand sanitizer. But not just any hand sanitizer. This hand sanitizer was developed and approved by the Dark One himself. Here are a few of the things our product can bring you.
What you see is just illusion. They're trying to forget the fusion. The two of us are using this music, trying to get the minds to look into it. And then you'll find in 9/11, the nebula planes. They're just embedded them to shred and discredit your brain. They make us seek the medicine. History is edited. Tesla was ahead of them, but credit went to Edison. The predators, a president, a queen, a pope in residence, an evil globe, my nemesis, and everything that it ever represents. The earth is flat, and that's a fact. I'm laughing at the magic act. No nervousness, I'm gonna ask Copernicus where the curve is at. ODB-TV, MJ Dreamers never snoozing. You never see me as a teacher, I'm a student. I'm not grabbing a rabbit out of a hat now just to prove it. Cause what you see is just illusions. Why? I'm an activist with this fist in the air. Now imagine this. What if this world doesn't in fact exist? Everybody is a pawn and they act as if. What if we got it backwards and dragons live and they practice black magic to fracture men? We became enraptured with the raptor's grin. The Grim Reaper is back, a Jurassic end. And with a pen in hand, they devised the plan to collide with the light and divide the man. They provided the planet with high demands, then decided to hide from the eyes of man. And now they watch us through every camera lens, and they watch us do what their family says. And now they got you in their clammy hands, but not me. I'm free, I'm radioactive. Why? I aspire to be. I set fire to the minds that are higher than me, and I'll inspire the world to see conspiracy at work in their lives, then retire the beat. I'm like Neo fighting fate in the movie The Matrix. I'm trying to enlighten other people to agents, and they tricks are not gonna test my patience. This magic of mine can time travel on pages. The stage is set, the play begins. The battle's for the mind, which side is gonna win? It's a pivotal point, so pick a critical path ahead. But critical critics give us subliminal ads, and then they try to distract us. They lie to react us, and if we don't buy it, then they try to subtract us. Yo, I'm a cactus. By the laws of attraction, they can't touch me, so it must be that I'm radioactive.
Yeah, reset history. They did it such a mystery. The government, lying, conspiracy theories. The true king is what I'd rather be. They just want to lie to you and me about science and history. There is no gravity, and the earth is not a cavity. I said the earth is not a cavity.
Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? I thought you knew about it. Would you rather do without it? We're the center. The sun and moon moves around us like a clock. Can you hit a moving target with a rocket? I'm not hard to get along with. Just take a bong hit. Do you serve up any content? The stars are constant. You want a consolation for it? It makes me vomit. We never do get hit by comments. I know you want it. Just leave another useless comment in the morning. NASA gone and lost it. We know it's flat, and there is a bunch of us. Them globies munching on a bunch of snuffleupagus. You think we're cute? Then why not cuddle up with us? We know it's flat. Why you making such a fuss? My supper was the fucking best. That's just because the earth is flat. It hit me like an uppercut to my nuts. Earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. A Russian with the crew. How do they brush after their food?
Reset history. They did it such a mystery. The government, lying, conspiracy theories. The true king is what I'd rather be. They just want to lie to you and me about science and history. There is no gravity, and the earth is not a cavity. The earth is not a cavity.
History. It's a mystery. It's not a cavity. So that sugar, it be hurting my teeth. Sweet dreams are made of these, so why don't you just come and sit on these and listen to me as I'm gonna tell you how not to sneeze when you get that virus. Putting words on the paper like papyrus, straight from the source. Gotta give thanks and praises to the Most High Jah. Aliyah, I'm a Rastaman, coming with the lightning and the thunder. Take you under in a millisecond, and we can't even go to the moon. Your boomers check, everything is not set. If we come back, what I gotta do is come back with a new verse. The earth is not a cavity, but your teeth got too many cavities from eating too much sugar. Booga, booga, booga. Now it's time for the big Dr. Hawthorne to come give you a lobotomy straight to the brain. Who's still gonna whack you upside the head. Walking Dead, Portland, Oregon, yeah, you're spoon-fed. Cause you got to understand where we be. Making history. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the land and the 7 seas. Well, everybody, they're looking for something. Some of them want to use you, and some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to get used by you, and some of them, they're just a tool. Big up me fool, they're lost sheep. Gonna be a creep. Gonna have to get in the driver's seat and take him off past the moon and even Mars in that little red car. What the fuck you are? What is CERN? What's up with 5G? Is it a simulation, multiple realities, dualities, the yin and the yang, the sun and the moon, the joy and the pain? Is it all just a game? Are we playing for keeps? If you're gonna climb the mountain, don't say it's too steep. Are you a lion or just a good little sheep? Do you believe all the stories you're told, or do you question authority cause you're brave and you're bold? Do you eat good food or do you not really care? Why would they lie? How would they dare? Whoa. I'm getting pretty sick of even trying to explain. Your ignorance is decrepit, it's nonsense, I'm done. Subatomic, bubonic, ascension, accumulation. We're doomed as a nation. Boomers, they are doomers. Blowing down to Satan, calling him Jesus when that's not even his name.
I'll keep writing verses, fighting curses for what it's worth, it's got its purpose. You only ever dug 8 miles deep below Earth's surface.
You slept. Warning, the self-destruct system has been activated. Option to override self-destruct expires in 10 minutes.
We are live. How we doing? MMA Paradise. Claytoning 300 MI. Claytoning? Is that Claytoning? Claytoning. Weak sir. Roger Ledwell with the 199 super chat right away. Thank you. We appreciate it. God bless you.
Hey!
All right.
What's going on?
Scott Leverell.
Hail Warriors!
I gotta readjust my mic. I can't.
We are here
back and forth all
to
night.
tell you.
Carol Herring,
is
Truth
very
Seeker.
Flat,
Yes.
and that you're not alone.
John Kelly.
And that no matter what they show you,
Jency.
all the pictures aren't pictures of CGI.
Twilight Nights.
It's beautifully flat, and there's no reason to fear the flatness.
Kim Ray.
The wonderfulness.
Sure
What's
enough.
on the bottom? I don't know. How would I know? Why can't you do this? I don't know. Don't be stupid. Why don't you ask yourself that before you ask another person? Boom. It's flat. It's flat. I'm gonna kick your flatness. Ching.
So how you doing, Singe Man? How you been?
Excellent, excellent, excellent. I died twice a couple weeks ago, and now it's so awesome. I'm ready to die again.
NDB. All right. Hold on, let me change this background. Back to what we had. Okay.
Leveling up. Okay, in the past 4 years, we've all leveled up. Even the most normie of normies has leveled up in the past 4 years. So, well,
with no further ado,
man. My camera's been doing that again. Okay, I'll go out and come back in.
All right, figure it out.
March NAP. What was going through your mind? How amazed were you to see your roadster up there with Starman just cruising along with the Blue
amazing.
Planet? And how long will we be getting live views, do you think, from the car?
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly.
Yeah, I think that it looks fake because it objectively is fake. This is just another revelation of the method. Elon Musk revealing you the truth in plain sight. And people still believe this cartoon is real. I mean, I thought at first that most people just kind of thought this was like a tongue-in-cheek joke by Elon Musk and nobody actually believed it's real. And then come to find out, I find that there's tons of people online that are just defending this to the death like it's completely real. And I just I couldn't figure out why people believe this was real. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, this has so many glitches and issues, and it just doesn't even look real. And I thought it was like my moral obligation to just point out all of the fraud with this video. I mean, people are literally believing in a cartoon, and it's just a bunch of nonsense. I mean, the fact that people buy this and think it's real is nuts. I mean, look at these guys. Yeah, we sent a Tesla to space. Oh, so cool. Like, I mean, it's just, they're so lost in the space sauce. I mean, they just totally believe this is like the real deal. So we're going to just put an end to this whole Tesla Roadster in space, and we're going to just irrefutably, objectively prove it's completely fake. So we'll go ahead and jump into that. All right, so we are gonna get into the first part of this video. And actually, when we first see the Tesla, to me, this is the part that literally just completely 100% objectively debunks this entire video, like right off the bat. And it's, right when you first see the Tesla, you're going to see just some undeniable proof that this was faked. And it'll, and I'm surprised that more people didn't catch this.
And I don't gotta tell you this is fake. If you think this is still real, I don't know.
Because it's so obvious, it's right there. So here is the right before the separation fairing of the Tesla allegedly fairing from the rocket. Now, if you look at the background here,
You can mute.
you'll notice something
What'd you
very
say?
distinct here.
I can hear you.
And if you actually look at the image from earlier here of the filming studio where it's filmed, because obviously this isn't the rocket here. This is a film studio. You can see the cameras and the backdrop and everything. You notice anything that looks similar here in the background? Notice this little part here that's the backdrop that's connected together. Yeah, that's the same backdrop that's over here. And to even further prove that, if you look at the little hatch marks here where it closes shut, this is the front of the car.
It's the same
front of the
exact
car's over here.
backdrop.
Look at this hatch right here, and look at that hatch there. And the back of the car, look at the hatch here. Look at the hatch there. It's the same exact backdrop. They literally forgot to Photoshop this out of the video footage, which is just, it's just so lazy and just sloppy editing. To me, that just right there, right out the gates, that just completely debunks the entire video. The car never even left the film studio, you know, and there it is, you know, back behind the backdrop there where they green screened the earth behind it in. And actually, if you also look here too, pause it for a sec, notice these support brackets that are hanging out from the front of the car. They didn't even Photoshop those out of the footage. They're still in the background of the video. I mean, come on, give me a break. This is just a joke. You know, and you're going to see here too that you're going to see it gets worse. Like you're going to see the background starts to glitch out. And we're going to get into that here shortly. So here is where you're going to see the background, the layered in earth here, because it's layered in on a green screen. It glitches out here, and it's going to be pretty obvious that it's green screened in. Let's go ahead and play it here. Pay attention about right here.
Wow.
See that glitch?
I mean,
we're just glitched out.
That's amazing.
And I did it again.
Look how real it is.
People believe
even if it didn't glitch out, come on.
It glitched out
like
like
cartoon.
3 or 4 times there.
And that was at the beginning of the show. That was the launch of this.
Yeah, perfect.
And you could tell it was a complete cartoon.
And
I came home one day and
you're gonna see
told
this,
my mom,
this next glitch.
my
that I
science
show
teacher
is,
just
like,
told me the Earth
way,
is shaped like a pear.
Way more prominent. It's just
He must have
very
been
obvious.
watching Neil deGrasse at the time.
But yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because my mom was like, "That's stupid." So she was pretty smart. At least she did.
And it glitched out again, and one more time. See, that's just showing you that it's
you can put any links you want. Okay, in my
to the backdrop.
Go for it. Link it up.
Oh yeah, give us some links.
That's why I give you guys all wrenches. Just throw in whatever, share things with each other. I don't care. It doesn't bother me one bit.
Or
That's
if
the
you
whole
know
point.
of something.
I'm not.
that we
Listen.
show.
I am
Look
not
at
that person.
We might show it.
I am not the arbiter of wrenches.
It's green screened in, but this one here is even worse. So let's go ahead and play this one. Watch right here. See that glitch?
It feels like we're in hell. I guess you people just don't know me very well. Everything I got, I earned it and I built it for myself. I didn't make this rap for you, I do it for my health. It's a prison well, so I live my life by the same rules I live by in the prison cell. I tried to help them out, and I wish him well in the wishing well. That miss is on a mission to put you under the witch's spell. She's the arbiter of wrenches. She's eating shit for breakfast. Every time you see her go the other way, she's reckless. He's the truth among guru. Now you know who's who. And by the way, I think you and your streams are doo-doo. She's the arbiter of wrenches. She's eating shit for breakfast. Every time you see her go the other way, she's reckless. He's the truth among guru. Now you know who's who. And by the way, I think you and your streams are doo-doo. That stripped open my crown chakra. In high school, my nickname was the Clown Doctor. Cause I used to walk around town talking to all the people nodding out around Boston. I've been noticing a lot of people around me lately. Some real friends and some are faking. I put them to the test of Ray. I see them stressed for days. But let's behave, I'll never let you get the best of me. I better do this in sections. I'm smoking the champagne breakfast for breakfast. I'm reckless, but you don't wanna test this. I'll put it on your checklist. At night my legs are restless, my rhymes are infectious. I strive for perfection, but I'm so lost I gotta stop and get driving directions. I sing a Santa-loon in the afternoon after school. I'm asking you for more nasty food and a napkin too. You wanna try and lock me out? Don't talk about. You better wash your mouth. I'm a true king down south. She's the arbiter of wrenches, eating shit for breakfast. Every time you see her go the other way, she's reckless. He's the truth or monk guru. Now you know who's who. And by the way, I think your streams are doo-doo. She's the arbiter of wrenches, eating shit for breakfast. Every time you see her go the other way, she's reckless. He's the truth or monk guru. Now you know who's who. And by the way, I think your streams are doo-doo.
I don't need no wrench, I got my bat Lucille. Hurt your feelings? Yeah, I probably will. The truth really hurts when you like to pretend. Getting banned is a blessing when you know your true friend. Some say it's all shitty when you're up in the city. Yet I like to look around and everything's pretty. I guess I must prefer the nitty and the gritty. Everything's good, don't you know that it's pretty? I said, hey, about to come and spit the next verse. Leave you off in the hearse. Everything is Fred Durst and your Limp Bizkit ain't got nothing to say when I come back through on the truth relay. Yo, cause that's all that I know. I'm gonna spit this rhyme like the hip-hop flow. I like to freestyle a little bit and let it go, because that's when I really like your head to blow. But I don't even need to blow your head clear. I'm just aiming for your ear, because you know it's here. And what you wanna do, like Trump knew it's true, it's all fake. Don't you know that it's great? You're cooking up a steak, well I'm a vegetarian. Going to the church, let me tell you that it's Morrigan. Cause the monster in the parking lot is gonna have to go, because I'm gonna spit it so hard. Like it or not, it's just what I do. Let me spit it for you. Come back now and let you know that it's true. Let's try it again. Yo, two-time warriors, yeah, the true kings. Yeah, you know you watch Late Night Live, the joy it brings. When you're tuned into the channel, people can't get another. That's why they want to keep trying to imitate. Don't you know it's great? Everything we do now, yeah, we serve it on the plate.
Okay.
The one time at Space Camp,
real quick,
they said,
we
Ray,
just received.
You want to be an astronaut? Well, then bend over, baby.
all right. That was worth him. That one was worth him cutting me off. You know, sometimes when he cuts me off, I'm just like, you see me shake my head, like. But that time, that was worth it. Anyway, we got a $10 Cash App from Harmon Walker. Thank you, Harmon Walker.
Thank you, Harmon Walker.
God bless.
Love you. That's so
right.
great.
Just
and
yeah.
Sue Finelli. Hi.
Sue Finelli.
She's great.
Sue.
Great person.
Get back to what
who I would hang out with more.
So basically, what we're just showing you is that like they're fake in space. Okay, guys. Real
we're gonna have to go down there.
We're gonna have to address some things tonight, guys. We're gonna have to get into it. I've been hearing some bullshit going around.
Look at that. It's just crazy.
What was that?
Wow.
Look at this.
What?
There's like lines coming out.
With the glitch.
20 people
of the
watching.
side of
20
the
people
Earth
watching.
there. What's
Thumb it
what
up.
was that?
Post, share,
I mean, that
like,
is just
subscribe.
ridiculous. I gotta pause this here when it does that. That
Send to all your
that is,
family,
it's just,
normie
it's
friends.
ridiculous.
Tell them to come on in, and learn about the flatness of it all.
Yeah, we're going hard tonight. Hopefully.
Look at this. It's literally just it's a green screen glitch. It's like glitching out against the backdrop there. What is this? I mean,
that's a great name.
This is just it's just nonsense. I mean, what a joke! And people believe this is real, and they'll defend this. You know, Elon Musk is telling you that it's fake. You know, they couldn't even Photoshop out the backdrop or the camera support brackets. And look at all these glitches here. I mean,
it's bullshit.
it's completely destroyed this entire video.
There's nobody driving this car in outer
fake
space.
CGI
Remember in high school,
cartoon.
you go, "Oh, what's it?"
I don't get how people
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, what a
Bullshit.
joke. I'd love to see,
That's what I would
you
do.
know,
But
all the space
bullshit.
fanboys try to defend this.
I was like,
what is your excuse for this? I mean, what a
Your nickname was
absolute
Handful.
joke.
That was bad.
Let's moving on to SpaceX. And the entire.
All right, so that was that. That was that. Okay, good.
That guy's great.
So basically
Thank you.
now, so you see how I pulled that move there? I was slick. I covered what was on the thumbnail right away. So now we can do whatever the fuck we want. What's up,
Boom,
Singe?
baby.
Yeah.
I'm on Mars.
Woo!
Look at that. I'm in a crater. You know why? Because we figured the best place to find life on Mars is in a crater. So we started out in a crater, but now the
This was
biggest
good.
challenge has come
Go
up
ahead.
for us at Mars.
Wait, hold on. Are you one of those crater earthers?
No, I'm a crater.
Okay,
Mars.
okay. Are you one of those? The flat Earth is rising up. Flat Earth Society disinformation agents.
Rising up. No, that's the very first thing we ever laughed at. That's like a.
It's a Flat Earth Society
thing, yeah.
disinformation.
Like we're just, and then
Yeah.
there's another one beneath us, and another one above that, and above them, and it goes in a figure eight, and we're just all going up constantly in a figure eight, and it's so beautiful. And see, I just made that up.
Yeah,
right
no.
there.
Keep
Pretty
going.
cool, huh?
Keep going.
Keep making up stuff. Okay, and then it just goes like around the turtle's back that we're floating through eons on the turtle's back, and it's like there's a figure eight shape across the turtle's back and discs going up. You know the discs on the back of the turtle. So there, I'm stuck now. It's going pretty good though.
Okay.
But that's what they do. They just make something up.
Let's see.
Or,
what's
but
this?
this one was already made up. They went back to,
Hold on.
It's like going
What's
back to
this?
the globe.
Psalm
Going
104:5.
back to the rising earth.
He set the earth on its foundations, and it can never be moved. What does it say that in the Bible? Are you serious? You
That's
placed
pretty good
the
Bible.
The New Living Translation. You placed the world on its foundation, so it would never be moved. He set
I'm just
the earth
glad
on
that
its
the
foundation,
Bible
so it
isn't-
should never be moved. He set the earth on its. Who laid the foundations of the earth that it should never be removed forever? You laid the foundations of the earth so that it should not be moved forever. He established the earth upon its foundation so it will not totter forever and ever. He established.
Aren't you
the
glad
earth
though that the
so
Bible
yeah.
isn't actually?
You get my point, right?
But I'm just really stoked that the Bible isn't actually the Chicago mobs of the 1920s. The book, The Chicago Mobs of the 1920s.
Well,
What if the Bible were the Chicago mobs of the 1920s? And we
don't
learned
know.
everything from that. Everything we knew is about the Chicago mobs in the 1920s. And our whole world revolved around this book, The Chicago Mobs of the 1920s. You know what that would be? That would be episode 17, Star Trek.
Wow.
Piece of the action. It's so... You gotta watch it. Okay, there you go. Only Morgan's gonna get the whole last thing I said. Only Morgan will get it.
That's pretty good. But no. No, go ahead. Oh, you can still talk.
So as... No, I can't even go there. It's just more Matrix things. As Rasta Bear's singing a word, I was typing a word similar to it. I was like, wait, what? Matrix. So, yeah. The TVs aren't talking to me. No, videos aren't talking to me. Characters aren't talking to me.
Okay. You see that? That's that's the biblical cosmology. That's what I believe. The earth is a circle. Isaiah.
And then what's out that
42.
under it, we do not
made
know.
with the
or
compass,
even in that, we don't
laid
even
upon
know
a
that.
face, which is bounded
You don't
at its
know it,
ends.
you believe it.
does not
Okay.
move and is covered by a dome. Well, I know it, and I'm going to show you how I know
okay.
it. I'm going to show you how I know it.
Nice.
But it's all right.
Or something similar to that. You don't know exactly, but something you're saying
But you
in an
see,
egg.
okay, so we got
or
the-
in
so-
something.
So
That's what
we're
you're
in
saying.
we're in a container. We have the firmament.
I could say
could be
that because
water.
I saw UFOs come in. That made me think we were in a container.
Well, no. How do you know they came in though?
Well, they appeared to come in. Right.
But they
You're
might
right.
have just been higher up.
You're right. I don't.
And they
know
might have
that.
came from somewhere else.
Exactly. I always say they appeared to come in.
Lands beyond Antarctica.
I don't say they did come in. You're right. I always say they appeared to.
Well, I saw this. This was pretty cool.
So they could have been using the stars as camouflage, is what I
I
thought.
want to play
Yeah,
this on my channel.
That's another one.
All right. This was Nathan Oakley, right? Yeah. And he goes on this thing called Omi, and it's like something that all the teenagers and kids are using, like the 20-year-olds and shit, like college age kids and shit like that. And it's like an app where they do like FaceTime with each other, and it's kind of weird. But he goes on and he's talking to them about like flat Earth. So he's like, using it like to our advantage. So check this out.
So Earth is flat.
Yeah.
Right, give us a big smile. You might be on YouTube.
Really? So
trim this out.
ugly. I'm so ugly.
It was very nice talking to you, Poa.
From Thailand.
From Thailand?
Yeah.
You have a religion?
Yeah, Buddhist.
Buddhist. Did you
Yeah.
go to,
Oh,
did you
since
go to
she's a
school in
Buddhist.
Thailand?
Yeah.
Did they teach you that you're on a ball moving around the sun?
Ball moving around the sun? No.
Yeah,
Or
this,
did
I
they-
never had ball.
Did they teach you
Watch,
Earth is
watch, listen.
a flat
He's good.
plane?
I liked it.
No.
So what do you think? The Western
don't know.
world, we get taught that the world is a ball and it moves around the sun, which is stupid nonsense. What do you think?
It's correct. Why? What do you mean? What do you think?
Do you think that we are on a ball flying around the sun?
Yeah. Yeah,
Why?
that's correct.
Because that's what they teach everywhere. Currently. Doesn't matter if you're Buddhist. The old
Why?
Buddhists,
Yeah,
they
I
did not
just
teach
learned
that.
from my middle school, so I think it's correct.
Told you. No, it's a religion. Came from the church. Did you not
I don't
know that?
know. I'm Buddhist. How do I know that?
It came from the Roman Catholic Church. It's about 300 years ago that they came up with a model of a globe. And
That's good. He's like, nah. It's a religion. You didn't know? It's great. I love it.
now they teach kids in school
Actually came from
all
a
over the
Jesuit
world
thing.
that they actually stand on a ball. We don't. That's not how we measure the ground. We measure the ground flat. But you got
Yeah,
taught
it's
you.
possible. I think it's correct. Yeah, I mean, we are standing on the ball. 'Cause,
Thumbs
like,
up, everybody.
It has like gravity, right?
No. Gravity is things going down
Why?
towards the ball, yeah?
But the gravity, like, is keep up, like, not to blow out away.
Okay. So what does the gas do that you're breathing?
pretty
Does
good.
gas go down?
For English. It's hard.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not scientist.
Or do you believe that the
I
sky?
know
I know
about
scientists.
that
See,
Do you think
everyone
that,
thinks
do
you
you
have to
think
be
the
a
sky is
scientist.
outer space
great.
where spacemen can go?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Hey,
Do you think it's
guess
a
what?
vacuum?
I'm a
What
scientist.
vacuum is?
Yeah, it's correct. Don't you see the video, like, from the internet? Like
It's
they are
correct.
living in a space and there is no air pressure.
haven't you seen all the
you know, right?
pictures?
So-
Haven't you
so-
seen
And the
NASA?
water and the
Yeah.
people
What's
are
wrong
moving
with you?
around.
So they're looking back at Earth that's got gas pressure.
Uh-huh.
Why isn't the gas on Earth going into the vacuum then?
I don't know.
It would. It's a law of nature. Gas fills space. If the sky was a vacuum, we'd all be dead. But it's part of that religion you were taught in school that
I
you're on
told
a
my
ball
doctors
in a
that.
vacuum. You're not.
They're like, okay, we're gonna give you.
I don't know.
okay.
Are you a scientist?
No, this is what I do.
So-
I
what-
run a
tell us some
YouTube
more.
channel. But on here, on Omi TV, I tell people like yourself that they've got a religion they just weren't aware of. They, like you, just thought they were on a ball in a vacuum.
Do they know really well?
What's your name?
My
My name.
name is P.O.A.
P.O.A.
If they never taught us that we were on a ball in a vacuum,
Poa.
would we ever think that?
Poa.
Like ourselves, would we ever come up with that conclusion in our heads? Like, hey, we're
No,
on a
you'd be
ball?
like, you would go, this is a pretty cool Earth, and you would go check it
It's
out.
great. It's great.
Yeah. So how you pronounce?
Poa?
Yeah.
Poa.
I said Poa. Got it.
Yeah, that's my name.
Poa, my name's Nathan.
Sorry. Nathan?
Close enough. Nathan.
Oh, okay. Nathan, right?
Yeah, that's perfect. I'll tell you one more thing.
Yeah. You can. What?
So, what they taught you about being on a ball, to get to that model, to create that idea that is a ball, you have to measure angles to the stars off a flat Earth. So to get to the
Angela
ball,
Babies in
you
the
measure
house. John
Earth
Keeley
flat.
in the house.
I don't know. I forgot like mathematics, so I forgot everything. Sorry.
It's okay.
I finished high school last 10 years ago. I don't know. I forgot everything.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
But in the high school, like most people, you were taught the one world religion. And that
after you
religion
start
is that
studying
you're
the
on a
flat earth,
ball
then you know more
in a
than you
sky
ever learned in
vacuum.
high school.
That's what everyone
Unless you
was
really
taught
were into
in
it,
school. That's the religion of the one world.
No, it's not religion. It's just a science. Why are you saying that it's a religion? No, it's science.
Nah. So science deals with phenomena, things happening, but the shape of the ground, that's dealt with measurements, not science. And the world is measured flat. That's how the ball is created, with the measurements of it flat, the angles to the stars. I mean, till, I don't know, till 3 minutes ago, you just didn't know you were in a religion. You just thought you were on a ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now you know. That's a religion.
It's great.
You can be in it still if you want to. Everyone's entitled to their belief. You can believe it too.
My entire family
Yeah, but
stayed in the religion.
You know the way that he says it, it reminds me of a Christian song, "Broken down and tired, and they think they're on a merry-go-round." You know, they think they live on a merry-go-round.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah.
You are Roman Catholic, right? Roman Catholic. Sorry, I forgot.
That's the Roman Catholic Church is just where the idea that you could be on a ball. The men of the church, like Kepler and Copernicus, they're Roman Catholic. They invented the ball that you thought you were standing on. They invented it. Not me.
No, they don't.
Even they are
They
not
did.
Roman
The
Catholic.
Kepler,
They
sorry,
follow
the Copernican
I think
model.
like that theory, like I think
Yeah, it's the Copernican model. So
That's
Copernicus, we were dissed by Copernicus.
is the theory is
just
created by
Copernicus.
Einstein.
Yeah.
Also, there
Yeah,
was
what's
Oppenheimer was like a can't think of anything that rhymes with Oppenheimer.
22 likes. Thumb it up.
Oppenheimer
Rye Russ.
was a whiner.
It's not correct.
Oppenheimer was a whiner.
Einstein
Yeah,
created.
it's that from Einstein.
No,
It's
Einstein created gravity with 4 dimensions. So gravity in Einstein's invention is a bent space-time, which is also just maths. They wouldn't have taught you Einstein. They'd have taught you that things go down. That's
Everybody has a
gravity
Roman
when you're in high
Catholic
school.
name.
They don't tell
That's
you
why I
about
like my
Einstein
name
in high
since
school.
then.
They just tell you it's a force that
Everybody
holds
I
you on
know
the
has a
ball.
Roman Catholic name.
But gas expands
Almost.
outwards
I'm
and
in a
would go into
star.
the vacuum, leaving us all dead if that was true.
Okay, I see.
Can I see your face? You're off camera.
Yeah,
There you go.
this is me.
Right, give us a big smile. You might be on YouTube.
Really?
Hey, she's pretty.
Yeah, I'll
so
trim this out.
ugly.
She's,
Sorry, I'm so ugly.
She's been brainwashed.
But
She's very
I don't want to
pretty.
show my face.
Okay, fair enough. I'll put minimum face in. It's Poa, right? Poa?
Yeah.
It was very nice talking to you, Poa.
Okay, so
Earth is flat.
I mean, she talked to him for a while. Like most
Yeah.
people that are like normal would have already hung up on him. But that's pretty cool.
She ended by
I
saying,
thought that
yeah.
was great. I
She's
mean,
like,
I liked
yeah.
it. She's just like, sure, okay.
No, it sunk in a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, a little
It's
bit.
like,
She knew
yeah, I gotta
what she
go.
knew what he was saying at least without.
I gotta go watch the Olympics.
Yeah. So where are we going next with this? How hell? We got a lot of people here. Let's see who we got.
Dude, you can make Olympic jokes for
Drew
the rest of
Duncan.
our life. We can make Olympic jokes now. It's great.
Angela Baby Toss. Roger Ledwell.
And if she becomes president, we can make jokes about that for the
Ryan
rest of our
Russ,
life
Ryan
too.
Russ. Harmon, Meta Ryan, John Keeley, Drew Duncan, Claytoning,
Sea lightning.
Sea Lightning, Claytoning, Morgan, Saint Goonie,
Talia Rose. Nice.
oh yeah, NDB.
Very nice. Southern
Oh,
Colorado.
Talia
I lived in
Rose.
Alamosa. Oh, Talia Rose. How many UFOs do you see every
Well,
night?
Oh yeah. Go ahead, ask her.
I just did.
I know.
Wait.
Come on.
Or have you heard about the UFOs in Alamosa? Or that area? Southern Colorado is perfect. You must see them, yeah. Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
We see them up here, but they're very high up. You see them more low in Colorado. Certain nights. But yeah, she didn't hesitate to say, like, what do you mean you see UFOs? Yeah, obviously, Colorado's covered. And if you're off grid, like I was
watching this, right? So this is
No problem.
this is another one I was watching. So
Talia
like
Rose,
people
nice
think
name.
that like people think we're just like crazy conspiracy theorists and like we don't actually like none of us. I'm not saying I, but like none of us actually do any like real experiments, real testing for ourselves. And
Aha.
everything. Oh, $4.99. Oh, wait.
What about that one night I made that
Hold on, we got
experiment?
another one. Roger Ledwell, $4.99. Keep your eyes open for Nathan's
What?
new book.
Ah, thank
All
you,
Roads
Roger.
Led to Flat Earth. Yes, we will.
Thank you, Roger.
Thank you.
What about that one night I made the funny experiment? I guess that doesn't count because it was fake.
So this one's
Thank
cool.
you,
Look.
Roger. Wow. Yes.
Look, so check this out. U.S. to Japan.
I'm working on the,
and this is from these two videos are from this channel called Flatworks. I'll put the link in. I noticed it popped up. It's pretty cool. It has a bunch of cool stuff. U.S. to Japan cargo ship destroys the globe. So this is a cargo ship. You'll see. Just play it. Oh.
Phew, it's hard to do.
Hey everyone, just want to give you guys an update on some new evidence I recently came across. This new evidence is a shipping route from Astoria, Oregon, the west coast of the US, to Yatsushiro, Japan. And we're going to find out here with this cruising speed of this bulk carrier ship vessel that the overall distance it travels during this 10-day time lapse completely destroys the globe model, and the distance is completely impossible on a globe. Now, to start off with, there's a few things, there's like 3 different things I found wrong with this 10-day time-lapse video, and I'm going to kind of briefly go over them, and they're right in the very beginning of the video. So I'm going to point those out, and we're also going to briefly go over the traveling speed of these bulk carriers. And I'm also going to go over the distance traveled on both a globe map and a flat map. And we're going to look at the impossible discrepancies that just simply do not work on a globe. Before we get into all that, let's go ahead and get into the beginning of this video, and I'm going to point out a couple of discrepancies and kind of further explain the details on this 10-day time lapse.
Look at that.
So this is the video that I wanted to point out.
Whoa.
The USA to Japan on a cargo ship, 10-day time lapse. Now there was like 3 different things I want to point out on this video, some discrepancies. First thing wasn't so much a discrepancy. I just want to point out that they're navigating with a bulk carrier and not a container ship.
Now, these bulk carriers have a drastically slower cruising speed than a container ship. They only navigate about
what a
13
trip
to
that would be.
15
You
knots
must
per
be
hour, which
third.
is an average cruising speed of about 17 miles per hour. We're getting a little more details on
cool,
that
right?
here shortly.
It's a mental
but,
and physical endurance.
just want to point
Yeah,
that
yeah.
out.
I thought this was good too. Like
carrier.
anytime I see anything good,
And the
I'll
other
throw it
thing
on.
I want to point out,
I thought this was
there was
good.
a couple things at the beginning of the video that they kind of didn't have right. Now, they're saying the USA to Japan is approximately 4,000 miles, which we're going to find out here that's not correct, because when we actually take the Great Circle route and the Google Earth distance from Astoria, Oregon, where they're leaving from, to Yatsushiro, Japan, it's actually a little over 5,200 miles. So they're not accounting for about 1,200 miles here.
Yes.
The other thing is the travel time. They're saying is about 10 to 11 days, and obviously it's a 10-day time lapse. And so they're saying that they're claiming that it took them 10 days to get from the west coast of the U.S. to Japan. We're going to find out that that's actually also not correct. If we look here, from here they're leaving Astoria, which is actually in Oregon and not Washington, but they're leaving there, and that is on the second day. And we can see here the ship's leaving on the second day. So, and it's going to say they're leaving from Kalama, Washington to Astoria. Astoria is the west coast. Now, it's not going to show them getting to the ocean until like the third day. So it's kind of up in the air whether they actually started navigating from the west coast to Japan on the second or third day. So here's day 3. But just for the sake of the argument, we're going to say that they left from Astoria on the second day. So it actually, in reality, it took them 8 days to navigate from Astoria, Oregon to Yatsushiro, Japan. Not 10 days, but 8 days. And we're going to find out that the distance navigated during this time is impossible on a globe. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get into more details on these cruising speeds of these bulk carriers. Now we can kind of see the average speed of different types of ships here. With bulk carriers, their average speed is about 13 to 15 knots. Compared to container ships, which are usually traveling about 16 to 24 knots, and then oil tankers are usually around 13 to 17 knots. Now, we're going to be focusing on these bulk carriers here because this is the vessel that is navigating in the 10-day time-lapse video. So they travel 13 to 15 knots per hour, which is about an average cruising speed of 17 miles per hour. And again, I want to point out that they are navigating with a bulk carrier in this video. As you can see, the hatches for the raw material that they load onto the bulk carrier, and not a container ship. And obviously we can see that this bulk carrier they're navigating with has a top cruising speed of about 17.26 miles per hour. Whereas a container ship goes about 23 miles per hour, but again, that's not the ship they're using. We're going to focus on this bulk carrier. And again, there was several days of bad weather. So, this 15 knots per hour is not really realistic. And actually, if you follow a lot of these bulk carriers on marine traffic, most of them are traveling 10 to 12 miles per hour. So, they're not even usually going this fast, but we're going to do, just for the sake of the argument, we're going to go with the top fastest cruising speed that this bulk carrier can actually travel, just to further prove to you
Wrap it up, buddy. Wrap it up.
The distance it's navigating is impossible.
5 minutes.
Now, let's go ahead and look at the distance they're traveling compared
we got a little
to the
ways.
alleged
Yeah, I'll speed them up.
globe. Now, we can see from the Great Circle map the route that they're taking here from, right now we're going to just get a general idea. We're going to say from the Portland airport, which is about 97 miles from Astoria, and then to Kumamoto, Japan, which is about 30 miles from Yatsushiro port. So very close. That shortest, straightest, most direct route, Great Circle Route, is about 8,615 kilometers, which is about 5,353 miles. So that kind of shows you generally that it's about a 5,300 mile route is the most direct route from there, not the 4,000 miles that they claim at the beginning of the video. But we're gonna actually get a more accurate idea here. We can say from Yasso Port to Astoria, Oregon, which is the west coast of the U.S. That is about 8,500.
It's one thing after the other,
Angela. That comes out to about 5,291 miles. So that's the number we're going to be using with the distance that they're actually navigating. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the overall mileage that they're navigating on both a globe and a flat map. Now, for traveling from Astoria, Oregon to Yatsushiro, Japan, again, that is about 5,291 miles. So we're going to take the distance that this bulk carrier is traveling and the speed that they're traveling, and 15 knots per hour, which is about 17.26 miles per hour. We're going to take that for a full 24-hour day, which comes out to about 414 miles per day that they're navigating. We can take that over the course of the 8 days that it took them to travel from Astoria, Oregon to Yatsushiro Port, Japan. And that total distance only comes out to 3,312 miles, which is nearly 2,000 miles less than what the globe allegedly says that distance is supposed to be. So we can see that the distance they're traveling at the fastest cruising speed possible for that bulk carrier still comes out to about 2,000 miles less than what the distance has to be on a globe. So we can see that this route from the west coast of the U.S., Astoria, Oregon, to Yatsushiro, Japan, is nearly 2,000 miles less than what the globe is claiming, which again completely destroys the globe model. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what this looks like on a flat map. Now, we can look at this flat AE map from Astoria, Oregon to Yatsushiro, Japan, and we can see that that total distance is 3,312 miles. Now, we can take that 8 days at 15 knots per hour, and again, we come up with the 3,312 miles. Now, obviously, we can see that that distance is just a direct, straight, short line, short distance from Astoria, Oregon to Yatsushiro, Japan. And sure enough, it's just a long or a short, straight route from the west coast of the U.S. to Japan. And you can even take the west coast, the farthest west point, the farthest east point of the U.S., which is about 2,800 miles, add another 500 miles onto that, and you're getting close to the same distance. So again, this makes much more sense, this 3,312 miles, when the U.S. is just right over here next to Japan, rather than the U.S. being on the other side of the globe and Japan being way over here and being 5,291 miles across. So we can obviously see that this makes 100 times more sense on a flat AE map where the distance is much more shorter. So now the lies are becoming far too big for the subterfuge of the cabal, or the powers that be, if you will, to contain. We can see that this is simply only works on a flat model. So again, I just wanted to point out another impossibility on a globe that completely destroys the globe model. Nice. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to the Flatworks channel. And if you like the video, please share. And as always, have a great day.
Thank you, Flatworks channel.
Yes.
Flatworks.
So we have
gotta get the de-esser. Hey, do you know what a de-esser is, Ray?
Mm-mm.
You can use a de-esser on your audio to get rid of the S.
Oh,
the audio.
Hiss removal? Hiss reduction?
Oh, no, there's a de-esser.
Where's that?
Actually,
on what? De-esser?
Specifically for...
I'll look it up. Oh, you're saying on my audio software it's going to be there?
Yours is fine. I've never noticed it.
No, I'm saying when I edit music...
you might use it.
Listen. When I edit music, it's going to be there on the de-esser.
Oh, no, you could download it for free anywhere. You would add it in to your...
I don't need it. I have...
Or it might be in there.
Listen, I have the best state-of-the-art...
that's right. You have... The agency bought you that. That's right.
Known to man. So...
Okay, so it's flat AF. Flat AF. I could make that shirt. Got any shirt ideas? You have to have them?
Oh, we got so many cool new shirts.
True kings, it gets lonely at the top. You know I don't believe in the globe no more. I don't keep track, I just know the score. I don't talk trash till I'm sure. I write these raps when I'm totally bored. I'm the guy everyone tries to ignore. Style so fresh you try and buy at the store. We can bring them boats back from high on the shore. My flow's so hot that I'm frying the boards. So much money you try to afford. Debunking the globe is a sport. I'm blasphemous. Rapping, I'm a naturalist. Scratch at this, pass that tiff, light a spliff. I don't care how high we is, I'm writing this. Rhyming fast as lightning is. I'm a titan, I will bash you with my giant fist. I'm rapping natural, I will pop you like an aspirin capsule. Blast right past you, everybody's laughing at you. As I sit and bitch, press the test of time. None of y'all cowards can touch my rhyme. You can't scuff my shine. You motherfuckers don't know I am loco. Say I won't go to your house for show. Knocking down the door, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. Since the solar eclipse hit, he's making predictions. You pass him that shit, kid, he's taking like 6 hits. I just seen you pull that mask down to take a sip of your drink. Breathing backwards is like trying to take a shit in the sink. What are the kids gonna think? Growing up in a world where individuality isn't a thing. No, I don't believe in the globe no more. I don't keep track, I just know the score. I write these raps when I'm totally bored. I'm the guy everybody tries to ignore. My style's so fresh you try and buy at the store. We can bring the boats back from high in the shore. I'm worth so much money you could try to afford. Debunking the globe is a sport.
Okay, what are we doing here? What am I doing?
Well, I got some.
Like 3 things at once.
What do you
Maybe
mean?
5.
I found some stuff. I got it ready.
I got some.
What do you got? What do you got?
I got lists upon lists, just flowing.
So hot pants because they are hot. Right, law of the sea. In a coinky dink, right, you get sail and you get sail. Common words and phrases involving ships, water, and the sea. So you get drowning in debt, cash flow, loan sharks, liquid assets, staying afloat, currency, head above water, legal tender, smaller boat, frozen bank account, subprime mortgage, my house is underwater, breach of contract, citizenship, relationship, worship, hardship, sponsorship, scholarship, championship, censorship, etc. Still think it's a quinky dink? I think not. The law of
research flat Earth.
I think I hear my text.
One of the alleged north to south pole to pole flight circumnavigations that comes up a lot, that many claim circumnavigated the globe, is the Pan Am Flight 50 pole to pole flight in 1977. But when you actually look at its path, and read up the documentation on it, it becomes very obvious how it was actually done, and the path it really took on a flat azimuthal equidistant map. It is claimed this flight route starts in San Francisco, then flies over the North Pole, then lands in London, then lands in Cape Town, Africa, then flies over the South Pole landing in Auckland, then back to San Francisco. And I had also read and heard from a few others that the passengers also saw Mount Erebus while flying over Antarctica. Whether or not this part is objectively true is not entirely for certain, as there are no photos or videos from the passengers corroborating this, which we will get more into later. But for now, we will just go along with the narrative and give them the benefit of the doubt. This only makes a stronger case for the actual flight route that they would have had to have taken. The biggest trick, and the key to figuring out how they pulled off this flight, is the South Pole. For one, I believe they didn't actually fly over the South Pole, which is what gets most people on this, as there are no photos that were ever taken of the South Pole from any of the passengers. Not one single photo of the South Pole station from one of the 78 passengers, as well as no video footage of this magnificent sight. There's actually surprisingly very little information and documentation
I like using
of this flight
airplanes to
available
debunk
online,
the globe.
which seems pretty suspicious for as historical of an event as this allegedly was, and it only gets worse. The actual video footage of them flying over the quote-unquote South Pole looks nothing like the actual South Pole. It's showing a very much mountainous terrain with no Amundsen Scott station in sight. Now the pilots could have easily explained this away, simply by saying there was a blizzard making the visibility hard to see the South Pole, or they just flew over the station a few miles back so you just missed it, and so on. But you can obviously see from the video shown of Antarctica, there is large mountain ranges all over and different terrain, whereas the Amundsen Scott base station is completely flat without a mountain in sight for hundreds of miles. Let's take a listen here on compare their view at the alleged South Pole, and compare it to the aerial photography of the Amundsen Scott South Pole station.
The clouds break up just in time to give passengers a good view of snow-covered Antarctica. You're looking at the very bottom of the world. Its stark, almost mysterious beauty is an unforgettable sight. The first person to cross Antarctica to the South Pole was Roald Amundsen in 1911. His trek took him 17 months. For Clipper New Horizons, it's been a swift 7-hour, 10-minute flight from Cape Town.
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, you're at the South Pole. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain Mulligan now, and a toast to all of you for the big moment we've been waiting for.
Wait a second. How is it that the South Pole shown from the plane's window view show mountains for many miles and looks nothing like the actual South Pole photo on the right? This view shown of Antarctica from the Pan Am flight objectively couldn't be the South Pole. This is because it isn't the South Pole. It's an entirely different part of Antarctica, and we're just told it was the South Pole. Now they did actually fly over Antarctica, part of it anyways. However, they didn't fly in the east to west direction from Cape Town over the South Pole to Auckland that is shown on the rendered route drawing. They actually flew the opposite direction, flying west to east, and skimming over the Antarctica coastline on the flight leg to Auckland, which explains why, after 7 hours, they claimed the clouds cleared below them, and they could see Antarctica for the first time, and seen Mount Erebus shortly before landing in Auckland, and it is the timing part that is the obvious giveaway of this flight. For over half of this leg of the flight, they couldn't see Antarctica. Now, if they are actually flying the east to west route shown on the rendered drawing map, and we look at the max speed of the Boeing 747 SP plane on this Pan Am flight, with a max speed of 620 miles per hour, not including jet streams, so we'll just figure a cruising speed of 532 miles per hour, which is what was claimed in the official Pan Am Flight 50 video, even though it was very likely going faster than this 532 miles per hour speed, but we will just go along with the official narrative for now. The distance from Cape Town to the coast of Antarctica is only about 2,500 miles, and Cape Town to the South Pole is about 3,800 miles. At this flight speed of 532 miles per hour, it would have only taken about 4.5 hours to reach the Antarctica coastline, potentially even much sooner taking into account the wind speeds of the jet streams, and about 7.5 hours to reach the South Pole. But the passengers claim...
So when you track flight paths, there's these apps that you can track flight paths. They never add up. They disappear in the southern hemisphere.
...to Antarctica for the first 7 hours of the flight, and only seen the South Pole after the clouds cleared after over 7 hours of flying on the back half of the flight to Auckland. This objectively proves they didn't fly the east to west route over the South Pole, but actually flew west to east to Auckland. And the 14.5-hour claimed flight time for this leg also adds up with the flight speed and polar jet streams going in that direction and the extra hour to go off course and skim the Antarctica coastline.
This one.
Watch what steak does to your gut.
The carnivore diet. Why do people lose weight so rapidly?
Protein is...
What
Hello, everyone.
does to your gut.
Today, I am excited to share with you some more powerful flat Earth evidence.
Yeah,
If you think the information
Dude, they play that shit on BitChute all the time now, dude. You haven't seen that one? You haven't seen it yet?
presented in this video is as important as
now
I
you
do,
have.
please share this video with others. That's all I ask. This evidence comes from a veteran F-15 Eagle Weapons Systems Officer, WSO, which is commonly referred to as a WISO, who was the backseater in an F-15E Strike Eagle. If you've seen the old movie Top Gun, the character Goose was a radar intercept officer, or RIO, which was the Navy's version of a WISO. The WISO essentially manages the weapon system and navigation of the aircraft. In short, I had a Zoom meeting with a veteran F-15 WISO and Cujo, a veteran and retired F-16 pilot, and YouTuber Run Boston Bear. Yes, all four of us are flat earthers, which is always awesome. A big thanks to both Run Boston Bear for his help in facilitating the discussion, and Cujo for adding his fighter pilot expertise. I wish I could share the entire conversation, but the F-15 WISO wisely prefers to remain anonymous. So we're going to refer to him as WISO, and I will have to black out his image, which will be annoying for everyone. Unfortunately, the Globe Zealots would do everything to hurt WISO's career for revealing this information, and we're not going to let that happen. But the great thing about this information, it can be tested by any weapons systems officer and fighter pilots. In fact, we encourage and hope others will share their expertise, because this certainly proves a flat Earth. The information provided by WISO builds on the information previously provided from Cujo. In case you are unaware of his interview with Globebusters, Cujo, or Mike, is a retired F-16 veteran pilot and a terrific guy. When he was an F-16 fighter pilot, Cujo would often fly with a wingman or maybe 3 other F-16s in formation. Each pilot, using his radar system, would then have the responsibility to sweep a key section or block of the sky based on the F-16's position. This was for maximum efficiency. For example, if there were 2 F-16s in formation, one would sweep a lower section of the sky, and the other F-16 would sweep a higher section of the sky. When there were 4 F-16s in formation, the aircraft would sweep an angled section of the sky.
Here's something on the hold on, I had to change it. Here's something on the jet fuel hoax. You know how Rasta's talking about the jet fuel hoax all the time? Here's something on the jet fuels. Where'd it go? Oh, did I just lose it? What happened to it? Oh, man. Alright, well, I gotta get it back now. Oh, no, this is it. Okay. It's up there. Where is it? Alright, let's see. What's it showing?
Mr. Bill is warming up the fuel system so we get a little bit of light rain just before we run this engine.
desert flag.
What did that even show? Singe. Oh, he glitched out on me. Singe glitched out. It's like what did that even show? I have no idea. No clue. What's up? Was it working with no fuel? Was that what it was? What are you guys talking about? Through the 6 years of rescuing animals, I've learned that people shouldn't have pets that don't believe animals should be in cages. No. Me neither. Fuelless. John Kelly, what's up? All right. Let's see.
First and foremost, we'd like to thank Jah, our mothers for giving birth to us in this wonderful community. We love you. Jah bless.
Rasta Bear, why'd you leave me here? I'm so sorry. What have I done to you? Rasta Bear, why'd you leave me here? Just like Tommy, what have I done to you?
The earth is flat, man, I'm calling up Batman. We waking up the people and bringing it back, fam. The earth being flat is a provable fact. It's time to let them know how we know that. Water always finds its own level. Believing in the globe, you're worshiping the devil. Thrust and combustion don't work in a vacuum. It's a pressurized system, just one little crack through. They tell you it's fact true, but nobody asked you. It's garbage, a crapshoot, it belongs in the bathroom. What type of sun-lapse footage do you got? The sun goes away and turns into a small spot. Dinosaur bones are crushed chicken bones. You might as well shut up and listen though. It's disinfo and misinfo. It's a mission to keep the public misinformed. Come on.
Rasta Bear, why'd you leave me here? I'm so sorry. What have I done to you? Rasta Bear, why'd you leave me here? Just like Tommy, what have I done to you?
I never wanted we to end. I always still will be your friend. Even when you're weak and your knees will bend. You got me wheezy and sneezy and easy then. I'll try to get some sleep again. We pretend we didn't know where we would end when we began. Even more when your days are too long and your life is boring. Looking in the mirror telling yourself it'll be better in the morning. It was like wholesale and a half sale and half sale and a wholesale. Until you got so confused you wound up saying no deal. Hey, nice merch, you got a promo code? He just put the chat on slow-mo mode. And man, I just don't know no more.
Rasta Bear, why'd you leave me here? I'm so sorry. What have I done to you? Rasta Bear, why'd you leave me here? Just like Tommy, what have I done to you?
Now sing it with me, come on.
Rasta Bear, why'd you leave me here? I'm so sorry. What have I done to you? Rasta Bear, why'd you leave me here? Just like Tommy, what have I done to you?
Alright, let's get into some Tartaria.
because this is a mud.
Find information about. If you look on YouTube or other blogs and forums, Stolen History,
Amazing.
I think most people will probably focus on the idea of buildings in America being older than they seem. Settlements and cities growing to have huge populations much faster than they should have done. Some people even suggest that things like the railroads were actually dug out instead of
I love
built.
it.
You know, things like this.
The railroads. Look at them. They're definitely digging out the railroad right there. What do you think, Singe?
Well, I like railroads because they show perspective and flat Earth also.
No, but they're
trying. A great example.
It's great, but they're trying to say that the railroads were already here and we dug them out. We found the train. We didn't invent it.
Where is that?
Everywhere.
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 Possibly. I mean, there's been some really crazy things that had been built railroads across the Rocky Mountains using wagons and horses to haul the dirt out and shovels. Yeah. And
nice.
Looking at the pictures,
we're not going to be touching.
I was like,
ready?
"What? This is impossible." Now,
you ready? You ready for more?
Possible.
On any of that stuff.
I'm
As
ready
you know,
to go
on this channel,
outside
we
the dome.
try to focus on what we can find in the historical
Paddleboarding
data.
outside
We
the
don't
dome.
really try to touch too much on
That's cool,
speculation
though.
or things
Hold
that we
on.
can't find evidence for. Doesn't mean it didn't.
So he's saying they don't, speculate. This is like all hard evidence on this one. But look at that. That's speculation. But look, that's a Tesla coil. And that's the Antiquitech. So I've never seen the side-by-side Tesla coil Antiquitech comparison, but I get it. Love it.
Doesn't mean it didn't happen. Doesn't mean it did happen. It's just not what we do here.
We don't do that here. We don't do
We
that
look for
here.
things that we can actually find evidence for, and then we talk about that. If you want to
can do
speculate
better.
on what might have happened as a result or the consequences, then that's up to you. But we talk about what we can find, and this is something that, like I say, I have avoided for quite a while because the information out there is just so little, and I didn't want to provide something to you guys that was fantastical without being able to back any of it up. So, for example, on Stolen History, on their main article about Tartaria that was posted
Love this
a few years
map.
ago now, I
Love
think
this
about
map.
2020, one of my first videos was actually on this, but I ended up deleting it because at the time I really didn't have much knowledge on Tartaria, so I ended up deleting it because they do make a lot of mistakes in this, I must be honest. They do sometimes give you some good information, don't get me wrong, and definitely good sources and links. But yeah, anyway, so coming from Stolen History,
It's hit or miss.
this is
It's hit or miss
their
with them.
biggest article about Tartaria, and they made the claim in this map of 1652 that Tartary appears to have control over North America.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure on what the basis for that claim actually is. I've brought up the high quality of the map. I think the reason that they're suggesting that it's controlled by Tartary is because it's the same color.
Yeah.
Which
Makes
is kind
sense.
of
Makes sense.
ridiculous.
Makes
Because as we see, Europe is one color. South America is the same color. So are they trying to suggest that Europe and South America are the same team?
Maybe.
I'm not really sure. Africa is obviously one color as well. So is the African continent a whole country?
Yes.
No? I think the whole reason that they're saying that it's part of Tartary is actually because it's colored yellow and so is Tartary. Although if you see the corner of Tartary here, it's green. If that is the reason, that's pretty stupid. I'm gonna be honest.
Fucking dumbass
Because
reason.
there's these two are the same color, and they're definitely not one giant country. Africa isn't one giant country. We do see over here that we have some text written about America. So looking around, a lot of named places, but there's nothing that indicates any cities down there or anything. Over here as well, I'm not going to translate the whole thing, but it basically just talks about Columbus discovering it and then other people doing it afterwards. But notice that the date is actually 100 years incorrect because Columbus discovered America in 1492. Rather curious, isn't it? That they seem to make that mistake. Got it out by a whole 100 years. Going back to Stolen History, don't worry, by the way, I will be showing you some decent evidence that could suggest that these things are different. Just going through this first. And then the other thing that they mention on American Tartary is they do say the jury is still out on this, but there are some indicators that Tartary was present in the North American continent as well.
Yeah, so
there obviously are no
Tartaria was
official
here.
historical accounts, but some bits and pieces of info suggest just that. You know, it goes against what they said before about that map seemingly showing the whole of North America being
the
under
whole
Tartarian
buildings,
control.
same
because
structures
it's just kind of
throughout
ridiculous.
time,
But
throughout
we're going
the
to talk about the reality of it, because that's a bit of a nutcase claim, but we're going to talk about the reality. So the main things that they go off is this person that you may or may not have heard of called King Tartarax. And then there's also this map here, and it provides this source here from this book for the text. And I wanted to see the map, because the map and the text are separate.
You see this? I love it. It's an old map of Tartaria.
He's just stuck the text over, and he hasn't provided a source of the map. So what we'll do is we'll have a look at that text itself. And this book is by Josiah Priest from 1834. It's called American Antiquities and Discoveries in the West, so you can check that out for yourself. And they've got a whole chapter here, the voyages and shipping of the Mongol Tartars and settlements on the western coast of America. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to come back to this book shortly, because there's something else that connects with it that I want to bring up first, because this goes into detail on that. So first we're going to have a look at a map. And whilst it's not quite the same, we can see with this one that we're trying to find that's got pink on this side, the green here, and the yellow down here, and Hispania Nova. It's a similar thing. Hispania Nova here, you can see this area here. So maybe it is trying to suggest that this area is its own region. I think they're trying to suggest that this is Tartaria, and then obviously the Spanish come down here, and the Europeans have come over from this side. So I think that's what they're trying to suggest, is that this is Tartarian. This map as well has a very similar thing going on about it. Once again, 1492, so they've got it correct on this map. But you can see that they've got this place called Quivera, which is connected to Tartarax, which we're going to talk about shortly. But yeah, this again, similar thing, Hispania Nova, this side here where we think the Europeans have come in, and then this, which is what they're suggesting, is the Tartarian sections. So it definitely wasn't control over the whole North American region. I think, if anything, it will have been the West Coast. It is actually important to remember that the main migrations of Native Americans are actually from Asia. The thing is, though, the official history will tell you, looking at this haplogroup map here, that they came over 10,000 years ago, 20,000 years ago, 30,000 years ago. I think the most recent ones they'll say is about 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. But anything after that, they say it didn't happen, which is curious. Why were people able to cross these oceans 5,000 years ago, but they weren't able to do it 1,000 years ago? The original idea behind it is the frozen land bridge theory, that they were able to cross over the Bering Strait and then move south from there. Then you've also got them sailing around these islands up to Kamchatka and then going across that way. But that also can fit in with the land bridge theory because of the lower water levels are 150 meters lower at one point. But then we have this one down here, which is evidently a water crossing. And they admit that 5,000 years ago, people did cross over to America on boats. So King Tartarax essentially comes from this story to do with our Spanish adventurers that were looking for gold. This man here, Francisco Vasquez de Coronado, and essentially what it was having a look for the 7 cities of Cibola, the 7 cities here. And the 7 cities corresponded to El Dorado, Paititi, City of the Caesars, Lake Parima, Manoa, Antilia, and Quivera. Today it's located around the Arkansas River in central Kansas, that's what they say anyway, and it was not a city of gold, and it was just a community of Wichita people. That's the official thing. So where do the stories come from? Well, from one of the historians, one of the expeditions, it says, in the year 1530, Nuno de Guzman, who was president of New Spain, had in his possession an Indian, one of the natives of the valley of Oxapampa, who was called Tejo by the Spaniards. This Indian said he was the son of a trader who was dead, but that when he was a little boy, his father had gone into the back country with fine feathers to trade for ornaments, and that when he came back, he brought a large amount of gold and silver, of which there is a good deal in that country. He went with him once or twice and saw some very large villages, which he compared to Mexico and its environment. He had seen 7 very large towns which had their streets of silver workers. And there were also reports given by 4 shipwrecked survivors of the failed Narvaez expedition, which included this fellow here, another Spanish explorer, as well as a Moorish slave named Esteban Dorantes. And when they returned to New Spain, the adventurers said that they had heard stories from the natives about cities with great and limitless riches. So when we talk about the lost cities of gold, this is definitely connected. And of course, the official history is that when Coronado and his other adventurers arrived at Cibola in 1540, they couldn't find any gold, and it turned out all the stories had been made up. See from this map here of the Coronado expedition, we can see where he supposedly went and where he found out that it was all nonsense. The forum also provides a load of other pictures that show Quivera and its different locations that we're just going to have a quick peek at. This one here showing it on this corner. Here again, it reminds us that 1492 Christopher Columbus discovered America. Some of these are pretty bad quality, but again, is over on this left-hand side, you can see they did believe it to be somewhere called the Anian Strait, so that's what they called the Bering Strait before, and they believed it was a lot more south than it actually is. But interestingly, which kind of goes against this this whole notion, if you read this here, it says the indigenous of this region, after the manner of the Tartars, live in tents, having no cities. One more showing Quivera on the left, 1492 again, so it's quite interesting that that one thought it was 1592. I should probably let it go, but another one here, and again, this one says a similar thing in the corner. Here the people in groups through the plains, in company in that way, in tents, after the manner of the Tartars, and they lead a rustic life. So pretty poor English there, but basically the people here, they live in groups, and just like the Tartars, they live in tents and lead a nomadic lifestyle, is what they're trying to suggest. And this one again, this one making it appear much more like Alaska or something, in my opinion. Looking, you know, circle of Antarctica up here, looking way further north, because people hypothesized that it was down near California, possibly. And then, of course, looking inland, but Quivera definitely looking like it's on the coast. So that journey that they took, the expedition inland, no wonder they didn't find it, because I would say this looks more like Northwest America, getting much further up towards Alaska, which would make sense because of the migratory route that they would have taken over the Bering Strait. And another final picture. So yeah, you can see up here, we've got China, Cathay, the Mongol areas, missing quite a bit of Siberia. And that's because they just couldn't get up there. Don't forget, the Russians didn't make it to the edge of Kamchatka till about 1690. It was only after 1690 that you're ever going to see a map showing Kamchatka properly. By the official history, anyway. Up to you if you want to believe that. We can see this text talking about Quivera, saying the many different lost cities like Atlantis, lost continent of Mu, Kublai Khan, Xanadu, and it's basically saying the 7 cities of Kabul and Quivera, they fall into the same category. It says it's a city born in the mind of Coronado's conquistadors through their greed for gold. The kingdoms of Quivera and Anian are located on maps of Western America, but they had no more existence in reality than Thor's Valhalla or the abode of the Olympian gods. That is the official line for Quivera, that these guys didn't exist. And before we move off of King Tartarax into the actual Mongol Tartar movements into America, we do have some decent stuff to look at, by the way, so make sure you do stick around. We're just going to have a look at this book, this Garden.
This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. So this is like flat Earth.
Good.
Yeah. Photography. We'll shut the music off. So what they're doing is, water always finds its own level, so they're zooming out, right? Where are we? 3 kilometers above the surface of any shape you want. Oh, so they're in the sky. They're not out in the... Where are they? What is this? What are they doing here, Singe?
I like it.
I like it. Tentative elevation, 32 meters above sea level. Soon after 10, the drone will... Oh, it's a drone. It's a drone, dude. 6 meters per second.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to get a drone.
Soon outside, just to bring this
I'm getting tired of doing graphics. I'm going to stop.
Just pause. Yeah, relax with the graphics, dude. Get your head in the stream. I know how it is. It's those.
I'm watching the stream too.
It's those sativas, dude. It's like every time you smoke it, you want to like stop.
What are you talking about? I know what you're talking about. Okay, so.
Yeah. 3 kilometers above the surface of any shape you want. Love it. So.
That didn't work.
That's pretty far. 135 kilometers away. Okay. Oh, all right. It's 135 kilometers across.
So where are we watching this off-road drone?
Yeah, they're doing a little measurement.
Okay, we need several drones. I'm thinking with several drones with great viewing of each drone in sight with the other one, that kind of thing. Yeah. A lot of experiments have been done. That's a good one. Let's see. Did you show all the ones I put in there?
I think I did, Singe.
Let's see. We got that guy, and then
you gotta actually. I got kicked out, so you gotta re-put everything back in because.
Okay.
Just
this
put
should
back
be a
in,
good one.
Just put in whatever you want, whatever you think I should put in.
Did you show everything? Is it? Oops, is it just me? Okay. Let's show this one.
Well, I got booted out again.
Copy the
So.
link. I've been getting that. Well, not. I've been losing my camera. It's weird.
It is weird.
Paste that. And then, okay, this is everything is energy and frequency and vibration on our flat Earth. We should play music over that though, and it's only a minute. We could talk over it. Just turn it down.
Oh. It's a commercial.
This one.
No. We should let it play so they can hear it. Let's see.
Okay.
Why you don't
like
want you don't want to hear it?
I don't, just beware.
You can't take it. You can't take it.
Maybe not. No, I can take it. Can you take it? See what I was saying? That was loud, dude.
Yeah.
That's okay. I was talking. And then we got the next one I put in is where is the spinning?
Why is it gonna do?
Reclaim your mind, cause bitch you. Reclaim your mind, cause bitch you. Where is the spinning? Where is it? Okay, we're spinning in a spin.
You know what?
Spin.
You know what though? Real quick, I gotta give it to BitChute though, because BitChute is coming together. Like when I first went in, they just gave me a whole spreadsheet of channels that were recently active. Like, hey, these are all the channels that are recently active. Like what? Like all these little small channels, people's channels.
How do you download from BitChute?
And BitChute's doing live streaming soon. And BitChute's starting something called PayChute, and that's why they're running ads, because they're gonna pay us soon. And I've been talking to them. I'm gonna be one of the people that's gonna be able to live stream soon on there.
So we're spinning in a spin of a spinning spin. Really? Okay, check it out.
Yeah, we're gonna be able to live stream on BitChute soon. I wrote into them. They're working on it. It's set up. It's there, but you can't use it yet. The live streaming, you can't use it yet.
Middle
yeah,
part's
this
the
is
sun.
what they want you to believe.
The middle nice bass. Interesting bass, I should say.
What? Yeah. What is this? What's the music? Is the music necessary for this?
Yes. You must handle it like I handled it last time.
So basically, that was just bullshit music they put in.
No. Wait, I don't know.
What?
I haven't watched this one. I probably don't know. Just don't need music. Just joking.
Oh my god! All right, well let's just talk. So what are they? What are we looking at here, Singe?
This is the spin of a spinning spin.
Oh, the Earth. Okay. They're up in space, but the Earth isn't spinning. You should be able to see it spin. Is that what they're trying to show?
Right. We saw what we're supposed to see, right? Now here we go. I don't know if he talks. I don't think he does.
I don't think. I mean, if you could hear them talking.
No, there we go. Look down there, below them. Whatever, right? The image they're showing.
Mm-hmm.
Still, even if we were spinning and spin, there should be the one rotation at the very least.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should see it. Yeah. It's
where is all the spinning at? Nice.
They're so
That's
full
a
of
good
shit.
one, huh?
Yeah, that is a good
Boom.
one.
And they don't teach this in school. You know why they don't teach this in school?
Why?
Because everybody would go, bullshit.
What's this?
Everybody would call bullshit on it. So they don't teach that in school.
I don't know, Singe. This next one you put in, should we do it?
Look at wait, stop right there. Look at that. Look at all those sixes.
Oh, yeah, it's all sixes.
Ooh.
I've done this one before. Yeah, this is all
That's a
sixes.
good one though. Everybody take a screenshot,
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Yeah. Take a screenshot, send it to everybody you know.
All your normie family.
Just everybody.
My entire family's normie.
Your normie family,
For
your flat
one.
earth family too. Send it to everybody.
One person is not normie, but he still is not all of them.
Who do you know?
And,
Who
I
do
don't
you know?
blame-
Huh? What?
Me?
Hmm?
One
Yeah?
person that is not asleep in my family.
Oh.
But he's still a little bit asleep. But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, go ahead.
You forgot everything you were gonna say, huh? No, I'm just messing with you. I don't know. I mean, I'm looking. I have so much stuff here. These ones seem like they're in other languages. It's like, no, I can't do it.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. I don't think that I'm like, or any of us, or maybe some of us, but not me in particular. I don't think I'm a genius or highly leveled up. It's just simply that the spells do not work on me as much as others. Or maybe I am special. Maybe I'm cutting myself down. Maybe I am special and highly leveled up. I'll have to think about that. I'm just trying not to be. I'm trying to be humble, but maybe we all are.
And everything I try to has. Yeah. Oh, this is pretty cool. Flat Earth explained why it matters. Looks like it will work. Oh.
This one's not a part of the plan! Wake me up! Wake me up!
See that was
still not shattered.
They're
That
showing there
highest
was-
and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully
quantum
sooner
levitation.
than we
That
might
thing's
think.
spinning. It's quantum levitation.
Oh yeah.
Breathing.
As the galaxies go whizzing by over the glass dome ceiling. Now tell me that does work for you.
If it's true, does it change how I live my life? This is something that is not an easy answer because of the magnitude of what we're talking about here.
R.I.P. Bob,
How
no
it will
doubt.
change your life, first of all, when you understand it, is dramatic, to say the least. Will it change you from having to go to your job every day and the things that you typically do every day? No. But when this knowledge becomes more mainstream and these agencies are starting to be held accountable, and you understand that they're all participating in this. Not just the United States government, not just NASA, but China, Russia, India. All of them have space programs. They all have the same symbolism. They're all doing the exact same thing to their citizenry. And the first thing you have to understand about this is that the deception goes all the way to the top. And when I say all the way to the top, you have to kind of get rid of the notion that the people at the very highest levels are working together. Why would they do this? Why are they trying to hide the fact that we are on an infinite plane or on a flat earth rather than a ball? Well, if you isolate people into the idea that they're on a blue marble that's in the middle of a universe that is really insignificant and there's thousands or millions and billions of other worlds and possibly other civilizations, that makes most people think that we are insignificant and that we did actually come about as some sort of an accident. Now, when people believe that, their minds are much more malleable into being given the idea that there is no God, there is no creator, and because of that, that also gives the controllers this fertile soil to build other deceptions on.
Why do you think that Truman has never come close to discovering the true nature of his world until now?
We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. It's as simple as that.
It's about total control, mental, physical, spiritual, every way, shape, form possible.
You have to remember how big of a conspiracy this is. This isn't talking about just the JFK thing or isn't talking about just 9/11. It's on an umbrella kind of system to where it is the biggest deception that there is. It actually exposes every other deception, and nothing else brings down the power of the elite because it really exposes education, science, the economy, television, museums, universities. Think of all the things that have been fooled. I feel worse for the people that are out there building satellites, the people that are out there actually working for these space agencies, the people out there teaching in schools as professors, because they would all come to the conclusion eventually, once this gets out, that they've all been contributing to the lie.
Why do you believe what you believe? Prove it without using NASA or any other space agency, the government or military of any country in the world. Why would I say that? NASA has been proven to be liars time and time again. I could spend a whole weekend here showing you the lies of NASA. How many of you believe your government is 100% honest and can be trustworthy? And how many of you know the military answers to their government? Okay, so if those three sources are all proven liars, why would you trust them? Fool me once, right? Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I say, continue to believe pathological liars and you're an idiot. But that's what we've all done. And so, I look at these stuff, we've all seen the textbooks, we've all seen the videos and movies and all these things, and there's so much of it. Do you know what the budget NASA has? You know how much they get? How much money they get? Have you seen the movie Gravity? Okay. That's made for about $100 million, give or take. And if you saw the movie Gravity, that was pretty impressive. I saw it on IMAX, big screen, like, wow. I mean, I felt like I was with Sandra Bullock flying around in space, freaking out myself. Okay, this is what they're able to do with $100 million. What are you able to do with tens of billions of dollars a year since the 60s?
Now, in my opinion, we're being lied to not only about the shape of the Earth, we're being lied to about the very nature of reality itself. In 1954, Admiral Richard Byrd, a highly decorated naval officer, conducted an interview where he alluded to the idea that there may very well be land beyond the poles.
Admiral Byrd, you've been to both the North Pole and the South Pole. Is there any unexplored land left on this Earth that might appeal to adventurous young Americans?
Yes, there is. But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole, on the other side of the South Pole, from Middle America. And I think it's quite astonishing that there should be an area as big as that unexplored.
That's a tremendous
So
challenge.
there's a lot of adventure left down at the bottom of the world.
Admiral, do you hope to see that?
We don't know. That's the big problem. We don't know where we are. Okay? That's what we're all trying to figure out here. But there is the Antarctic Treaty where, 53 or so nations have signed saying that no one's going to lay claim to Antarctica and that there are massive restrictions for travel there. You can't just get up and go to Antarctica on your own. You have to have a tour guide with you. There are only certain entry points and there are limits on where you can go search.
Personally, I think the unconquered South face is the only one worth scaling. It's a 20,000-foot sheer wall of ice, but that's never stopped me before. Welcome.
No, I just want to stand on top of the wall and piss off the edge of the world.
What difference does it make? What difference does it make? Yeah, that's their favorite line. Got a lot of people. What difference does it make? You can't figure out what difference it makes.
Favorite line.
If you can't figure out what difference it makes that the people running your world have lying to you over and over your whole life, if you can't figure out that someone lying to you.
What were you saying, Singe? What's
Hey, chat, did you hear me? I think they heard me.
Could they hear you? I can't hear you.
I think they could.
Could you hear yourself?
I don't
I'm
know.
wondering.
Listen
All right.
back.
All right, whatever.
I said their favorite line is, "Why would they lie to us?" That's their favorite line. I heard it like 10 times a day on Trinity's live on
Oh yeah,
Speaker's
yeah.
Corner.
Hi, that's weird. Okay.
Why would they lie to us? Why would they repeatedly? And here's the other thing: when they say that, they have this look like I'm being very original by saying this and smart by asking this question. Why would they lie to us? Ha 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 ha! But you've never been asked that before. It's like,
Yeah.
Here's the other one. They say, "What's at the bottom of the earth?" Okay, you're asking me what's at the bottom. Why are you asking me that? Why don't you think about it first before you ask a stupid question? Because how would I know what's at the bottom of the earth? It's
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
expect us to have all the answers. It's like, dude.
Well, we only dug 8 miles deep.
Is trying to control you.
Not even that. We didn't even get
Suppressing of information, of knowledge, is control. Deception of information and knowledge is a form of control. So what difference does it make? It makes a big difference, because once they start omitting information or lying about information about where you live, they're doing it to control you. Period. Why am I having to explain this to critical thinkers in the truth movement? The way you control billions of people is to keep them divided and fighting each other. Flat Earth is not a psyop. Flat Earth destroys the psyop. Every psyop that's been used to control us. For as long as they've known about it. So this system has been in power and control for hundreds of years, ever since they convinced the rest of the world that they didn't know where they live. And created this fantastical scenario to make people feel insignificant and to follow those that appear to know better. Why is the flat earth so important? Because it shows the deception. And if everybody would just come together and demand answers, they would be in checkmate. They would not know what to do.
Train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. I believe that's why we have so many who are indoctrinated to still believe and fight so hard for the heliocentric model. The reason being is because we've been taught the globe model since before we had the ability to think for ourselves. Think about that. Before you could think for yourself, before you could form rational thought, you've been taught that you live on a spinning ball, although your five senses tell you something totally different. Our senses tell us that the earth is flat and stationary, that the sun and moon and the stars rotate above us just as we see, that they make their annual cycles in such a way that we can calculate days, months, and years of the passage of time, just like in Scripture. The earth in itself works like a well-designed timepiece, and we all know that any timepiece that we can think of has a designer. What if the lie is to hide the existence of that designer? What if they're lying to us about this because they're hiding God?
Okay. So, real quick, Singe. Real quick.
Sing it, bitch. Basic, we living in the matrix. NASA fakes it. Test the rap, I aced it. Spaceships don't take space trips. It's ridiculous and dangerous to our minds. Watching the Challenger exploded 8-6. In school eating Lay's chips. As my day shifts, I'll take the nights. She said she likes it like this. I got words to play with. Read about it on page 6. I ain't been the same since I saw the earth is a flat disc. Now I get blackballed and blacklists. Fantastic, you globies flatulent. Your wife looks African and masculine. I knew it was a matrix since the Ford logo changes. Earth is flat like old soda pop. The moon is not a floating rock. Control the block, don't blow the spot. That was a warning shot. Sing it, bitch. Give it, give it, give it. Your soul. Give it, give it, give it. Your soul. Give it, give it, give it. Your soul. Give it, give it, give it. Your soul.
Your soul. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Say, so much trouble in the world today. When you see the simulation, everything is okay. You can call me Rasta, even Andre. Cooking up the pasta with no delay. Portland, Oregon is the place where I play. Even when it's raining, I go out and say, hey, we got rivers, breeze, and trees. Everything now when you know I'm in need. I just get the weed from the corner store. Oh yeah, cause we got even more than you could even imagine. And you know it's the best, cause I just gonna have to puff out my chest. I don't need no ego though, cause it's been depleted. Everything now but this mystery's completed. Cause I know the truth, why I'm in the booth. Cause I gotta come and just give it to you. Dr. Hawthorne, yeah, that's my name. Head of the nut house, they think I'm playing a game. Sovereign, yeah, my soul's intact. Bob Marley has returned, as a matter of fact. Shot the sheriff, no, I don't need no gun. Using my chainsaw is much more fun. Or maybe my bat, her name's Lucille. Think that I won't? Yeah, I probably will. I don't need no redemption when I'm singing this song. Sandy knows the hook, she's probably singing along. I don't condone violence though, because that shit's whack. I'd rather hit him with the music, as a matter of fact. When the music hits, it may cause you pain, or ease your mind like Prince Purple Rain. I don't wanna sit and wait in vain. Your political circus, it is hurting my brain. I'm the sofa king, like an eagle I'll soar. I manifest to be the best, my chakras endure. I don't need medication, cause I'm feeling just fine. Lively up yourself with your spiritual wealth. Quit eating sugar, cause that shit's bad for your health. It's no wonder you're sick. I can look in your fridge, just straight up and disgusting what they fed me as a kid. Cause you can't stop me no matter how hard you try. Go ahead and call the cops, they probably smoke it too. I will give it to them, take a big puff, blow it in the sky. Yeah, you know it's enough, we're gonna do it, pursue it every day and night. Late night live, yeah, we're gonna get it right. Keep it so true, yeah, just for you. All of these things, hip hop, what we pursue, we so say so much trouble in the world today. When you see the simulation, everything is okay. You can call me Rasta, even Andre. Cooking up the pasta with no delay. Portland, Oregon is the place where I play. Even when it's raining, I go out and say, hey, we got rivers, breeze, and trees. Everything now when you know I'm in need, I just get the weed.
There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown.
Giants still live on. Well,
we're still going.
All people don't seem to live long. There
We
it
got
is again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 channels going, 2 platforms.
Got fitted by the Taylors. See, same guy.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you.
Oh, these are the Taylors. It's great.
It's crazy. This is Darth covering
Now,
this.
admittedly, I think these guys are a bit small. But that doesn't matter. This guy's still huge. He's still in the 10.
This is kind of, was this the same one that we were just showing? Yeah, this was it, right?
Yeah, he's still in the 10, 11 foot area.
This is from a movie though. That's the thing, dude.
See,
Listen, I did my research. This is from a movie called The World's Tallest Man. Anyway,
Okay,
go ahead.
he's a
What's
big
up?
guy. I was just saying, these guys are small. It doesn't matter. He's still a big guy.
Yeah, it's still like it's cool to see what a giant
He's a very
would
big
look
guy.
like. I mean,
They made him look bigger than he is, admittedly. But watch the measuring. You watch the measuring, you're like, oh, he had a 4 foot back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. What? 5 or 6.
it's from a movie, Scott. Scott, this isn't a real giant. This is from a movie called The World's Tallest Man from like the 50s.
I think it's a real giant that they hired and did a movie. It's movie trickery, you're right.
But
Now,
still, I mean,
I saw a.
and this is obviously from a movie too. I mean,
I
you
just
can
saw
tell.
a 7 foot woman, at least 7 feet.
Yeah.
Woman.
Yeah. Did you ask her on a date? Should have.
She's too young for me.
Oh, all right. Too young for you. Well,
and
if you
too
have it,
tall for me. She was so tall, over 7 feet. And my brother and I looked at each other like, what?
Tall women need love too, Singe.
Kid can't ride in a bus because the seats are too small and the roof's too low. Can't eat out.
Did I say
Give her a big
anything
hand.
about-
It's an expression
I don't
that has
know.
only one meaning for 26-year-old. Expensive special
I don't
suits
know.
become too small in a few months. No stock shirts, hats, or
Are you
socks
in-
will fit
can you
him.
talk about
And
a
his
woman
boots come at
without thinking about their
£25
boobies?
a pair.
No, I'm young. I'm too
Oh,
young,
okay.
Singe. I'm still very immature.
I do like boobies. Sorry. Yes, yeah. I already showed all this dirt. Okay, he did it first.
for a tour of post-war reconstruction in Japan's southwestern islands. Most of those in the crowd who cheer him, since in
Oh yeah, this is great.
he was
Great
considered
stuff.
divine, it was a sacrilege to even look at him.
You're not supposed to look at him. Oh, she looks at him.
It's quite a change, but the Japs seem to like it.
Wow.
Champion Romanian boxer, Mitu.
7'9" Canadian. Let's look him up.
Audio.
Let's see if
Real
I know.
audio.
Yeah, it's some old school shit.
Look at he's gaslighting us. You see that?
Yeah. Sorry, let's look this up. Look this up for me, Singe. You see it on the screen? 7'9" Canadian, just signed to play basketball with Florida.
It's impossible to make your own ruler. There's only one ruler in the world. Nice. Looks pretty real. It's got that dorky giant look too. You know? It doesn't have a normal face. It's a little bit doughy. A little bit awkward. Yeah, we see how he moved awkwardly.
So
probably hard. You probably hurt.
I got it. I found it. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up in a second. We'll let this play out. It's almost done. Giants walked among us.
Men, which were of old.
I love it. Okay. So, real quick, I want to bring something up. So, is this on my mind? I don't want to be a downer, though. But, okay, so I had a co-host. Scott knows who it is. A lot of you people probably know who it is. He was here before Singe Man. His name was Bill Miller Flip. He was a very good guy. He was a great co-host. He helped me start my show, my channel. He never asked me for anything. So people been looking for him. I've been looking for him. I've been calling him. Hey, I always told him, hey, Bill, come back to the show. Come back to the show. I'd always joke around with him and, Nancy, call Bill. You know what I mean? And
Nancy's been around.
So I've been looking for him now. I know that I went to his channel. The last time he answered me was like a year ago. And everyone's been like, "Hey, where's Bill Miller? What happened to your co-host? Where's Bill Miller?" So I was like, I'm gonna find him. So I Googled him, and Bill Miller passed away. So this is him. And he told me that he told me that he was a skateboarder, right? And he told me that he changed his name from Bill Miller to Bill Miller Flip. And I was like, why'd you put the flip at the end? And he said it's after this skateboarding move called the Eruption that is known as the Bill Miller Flip. And I said, what, did you invent a skateboarding move? And he was like, he told me no, it was some other Bill Miller that invented it. No, it wasn't. It was him. This guy, Bill Miller Flip, he was like a skateboarding, one of the originators in the whole movement. They used to make boards out of, skateboarder died today. So this was 5/21/24. So this was right before it got hot, right May the end. You know what I mean? And even though we all have those unseen strings
11-11
connecting us, pulling us a little bit this way and that, they are bumpy alliances at worst and tailwind kinships at best. So we all cruise on and adjust, try to get a little bit smoothing forward and moving down the line. But this was an eruption, a bomb. Today, we lost Bill Miller. In my world, Bill was skateboarding force, learning tricks, embracing culture, leading through motivated example, and carrying the heavy torch through one of skateboarding's smallest and most Lord of the Flies eras, the early 80s. We were lucky. There were a lot of backyard ramps. So like, yeah, Bill had like backyard ramps, and he was teaching people to skateboard and all kinds of stuff. Backyard ramps, and they were a lot of punkers to show us the way, and Bill understood the assignment like few did. He showed up at every session with a few new tricks. He knew skateboarding's most obscure details. That's how Bill was. Bill learned the details about everything that he was about to do. Even with the computer, he taught me how to do everything, and he taught me how to look things up. He tuned in along the line, connecting punk and skateboarding, and willingly shared what became our soundtrack, our values, our ethos. But mostly was the smartest, the funniest, and he was, and sarcastic, the most motivated skater, and he was very sarcastic at times. Bill was visiting, in your world, Bill was a visiting road tripper. He was an interstate communicator, and he was the sole organizer of the Midwest Amateur Ramp Series, promoting and running his backyard vert contest in Minnesota. So, here's something.
Wait, let me take you back to 1984. This is where I grew up, and this is about a mile from my childhood home, and this is at Rich Flowerday's house. His mom and dad, Dale and Alice, incredible people. They allowed Rich to build a skateboard ramp in his backyard, and I saw it when I was young, as a young teenager. I saw it used to be out by the street, and it was a quarter pipe then. And when the family would go shopping, I would say drive up Eastridge Drive on our way home, so I could get a look at these skateboarders. Skateboarding has been in my life since I was 10. And this was about a mile from my house, and I finally got the courage up to, I think, Mary McGinn's there. There's Rich Flowerday. And all of the skateboarding pros came to Rich's house for... The first one was just kind of a jam session, and then the second year it was a contest, and this is the second year. This is Midwest Melee 2. And the ramp got a new layer of masonite, and these guys are from all over. There's Christian Asoy, Lester Kasai, Dan Wilkes. Let's see who else we see, but it was a big deal. It was kind of a life-changing event, and I got really into skateboarding for a while. I mean, still part of it's with me. I wish that I did it more, and I hope that'll come true. I'm looking for a bowl that I can cruise around in, and keep my speed and
So Bill Miller helped me. Bill Miller is like the second member of the Mud Mob.
He was known for going really, really hot.
Well, I would say he's like the third member of the Mud Mob, because Ryan is the first member of the Mud Mob. Undoctrinated. He's the one who started the Mud Mob, Ryan. And I'm the second member of the Mud Mob. I followed Ryan. Bill Miller was like number 3.
Above the ramp, and Tom Grholski from New Jersey. Yeah, this was a big deal. in skateboarding in the 80s. And I would cruise over there on my skateboard from my house, and we would just, it was a great environment. And you know, it eventually, you know, they had to move the ramp, and it kept the skateboarding scene alive. Some heavy influences in the Lincoln skateboarding are Phil Bircher. He's the skateboard shop owner of Precision Skates. I think he still calls it Precision Skates, but
he just passed away a few months ago.
I think somebody just friended me on.
He passed away in 2024. We just found out. I just found out yesterday, and like I just found him. We were looking for him. Everybody's been looking for him. Hey, what happened to Bill? He hasn't answered us anything. So I found him. So I'm just letting everybody know. It sucks, but what can we do? We gotta just celebrate his life. I didn't know he had cancer. He died of cancer. It wasn't like a died suddenly thing or anything like that. He was obviously sick. I didn't know.
Facebook from the Lincoln skateboard.
He had just divorced his wife too, right? Like right before he got sick, or before he ended up in the hospital or whatever, before he disappeared. He had just broken up with his wife, moved back from Milwaukee to Nebraska.
Board Association. This was a huge part of my life for a while, and it kind of went away. I mean, it was my decision. I kind of just got out of it when I probably should have. You know, I should have stayed in it.
I hate to be the bearer of bad
it's still
news.
There, you know. I mean, I feel good. I feel like I could offend if there was a bowl in my backyard, kind of like the way
He's doing good.
Envisioning, I think I could do some carve lines. I don't know about all the above the coping, above the lip tricks about that, but I'd like to be able to do this. I got to tell you a story. When Rich Flowerday and I.
So let's see what else it says here. Oh, so yeah, this was like Thrasher magazine. You know what I mean? That's his obituary. It's in Thrasher magazine. You know, the skateboarding magazine. That's him. 5/21/2024. So Bill petitioned, says, before Lincoln, Nebraska even had a real skate shop, Bill petitioned the biggest skateboard companies to support his efforts. And then he transmitted those summertime contents rituals to the rest of the disconnected through Thrasher magazine's monthly communiques. So he like communicated through people through the magazine. And skateboarding's most effective and most underground network of Zions. People invited like-minded weirdos from all over the country. The friendly confines of the ambiguous middle backyard. So, yeah, there he is. That's him. There will be more eruptions. That was his move. The Bill Miller flip was the eruption. There will be more bombs. Skateboarding will experience a zillion deaths. There will always be bumpy connections that skateboarding unapologetically provides for all of us. It doesn't seem right, but it happens. And very bad and stupid is going to happen again. I don't think I'll write his name on my shoes. I won't wear a black armband. I'm just going to be sad for a while. After that, I'll go places where we skated together. So the guy that wrote this was his friend, where we worked together, where we learned together, and I'll smile because I think now he's only in my thoughts, but he knows my thoughts. He knows your thoughts, and that's got to be pretty damn sweet. So they call him Birdman. Rest well to the Birdman. All right. I didn't know they called him Birdman.
I did some graphics for him.
Rest in peace, Bill Miller. Yeah, you did, huh? On
Great Fire. He did the Great Fire stuff.
On the Great Fire one. Oh.
It was right when I first started to do editing.
Yeah. I don't. it's not letting me in. Sue sent me a link
Great
to his
fire.
Sue sent me a link to his Facebook, but I can't get in. I don't have Facebook. So let me see the Great Fire one. Let's see. I have his channel up. So
Mars rover is facing its greatest challenge right now.
What happened? Go ahead.
It's trying to get out of the crater so that it can find life. But scientists have found amazing discovery proving previous life on Mars.
Oh yeah. I think I seen this.
It's amazing.
I think I seen this.
Okay, even at my worst, I would have listened to that and then changed the channel. Went, and went on with life. It never captured me. I would have been like, weird. On with life that matters, right? It was never really captured by that stuff. You could say, he won $10 million. I'd be like, $10 million. Okay, that's a number. Okay. On with life. But never was really captured by these things that seem to entrance everybody else. The greatest movie. I'm like, that movie sucks. How come they call it the greatest movie? Wow, you got to check out this sport and these shoes and this everything that people like. I'm just like, what? I don't like anything that people like. I mean, very few things. That's just sensible. I mean, sports are great to play. To watch, I guess if you know someone on the team.
Yeah.
It's so much like, wow, let's just go watch this game. Every time I worked on job sites, building houses or whatever. Everybody but me would be into football. Blah, blah, blah. I had to start watching football a little just so I could.
Wow, dude, you know what's really
talk
weird?
to people, just so they wouldn't think I was completely strange. I had to learn a little bit of football and hockey and stuff, just so that I could kind of fit in.
Yo, what's up, Forever Love? Yo, so you know what's really weird? What YouTube's done to me? Okay, so now that I've been rapping, I've been subscribing to a lot of rap channels, for different things, like beats, different different ones all across the board, right? All my Flat Earth channels that I was sub to are gone. I'm not sub to any Fs, right? I usually have all these.
That's why you
good...
couldn't find the Fs.
That's why I can't find nothing. Yeah. So they unsubbed me to a bunch of channels, and I'm resubbing them right now.
Wow.
A whole bunch.
They're really good. I put
Not
a
just the
comment
FC,
on a video the other day. I put, great video. Thanks a lot for putting the video up. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Censored. They blocked it. So I put it up 4 or 5 times. They kept on blocking it. I had to reword it.
You know what's pissing me off is okay, they told me before, you could use any video you want as long as you mute the sound and voice over it.
Right. That's
you
what they
could.
tell people, but
Yeah, it's not true though. It's not true because there's certain ones you take the sound out and put your own sound, and they still. It's what the fuck.
I went to Myrtle Beach.
Misleading.
What are you talking about, Myrtle Beach? Robert Ledwell. I went to Myrtle Beach. Do you know?
Since you had a good time in Myrtle Beach.
Would you like to know the actual nickname for Myrtle Beach? Oh, then you know, Roger, that it's called Murder Beach, and it's called Murder Beach for a reason, not just because it rhymes. And there's one more thing about Myrtle Beach. Actually, there's several more things I got. In fact, I'm gonna make a T-shirt tomorrow morning when I first wake up. But, the other thing about Myrtle Beach is they say, you come on vacation, you leave on probation. That's Myrtle Beach, Murder Beach.
Flat Earth has long been touted as the mother of all conspiracy theories, marginalized, suppressed, and ridiculed for centuries as being an ignorant, ancient, unscientific...
Oh, real quick. Well, I got this still up. Look, this is the 7'9" Canadian, Oliver Rue. That's him right there. Let's see what it could be for images. There he is. That's him. This guy.
I forever love.
This one. Oh, this guy. This is the... No, this one. Oh, that's him, I think. Let's see. Hoop Dreams, Canadians Road. No. Maybe not. Yeah, that must be him. Anyways, he's 7'9", allegedly. All right.
Nice.
Nice.
He's
a giant.
Living in my car several times in my life, I was like, God, I'm so glad I'm the size I am. I can like change my pants in my car.
Worldview. But the facts of the matter are far from what you've been told. It is a
It is a Eric Dubé. He is a shill. I'm kidding. I don't call anybody shill.
remain level. It is an unproven, unscientific theory with no observable, measurable, or repeatable evidence to claim that bodies of water
Kinda
can
weird, though.
somehow bend, cling to the
We all are.
exterior of shapes, and show
No, we're getting in the
convexity
way here.
upon their surface. It is a fact that the majority of Earth
There you
is
go.
covered in such level water, thus making it an unscientific theory to postulate that Earth is actually a gigantic sphere with bendy oceans curving all the way around it. It is a fact, not a theory, that the horizon always appears perfectly flat, 360 degrees around the observer, regardless of altitude. All amateur balloon, rocket, plane, drone footage horizon as high as reach, or 20 miles, or 120,000 feet up. The only time the horizon ever bends is when viewed through a fisheye lens or a curved commercial airplane window. It is also a fact that the horizon always rises to the eye level of the observer as altitude is gained, so you never have to look down to see it. If the Earth were in fact a globe, no matter how large, as you ascended, the horizon would stay fixed, and the observer would have to tilt, looking down further and further to see it. It is a fact, not a theory, that we are able to observe objects at incredibly long distances, far beyond what would be possible if Earth were a globe 25,000 miles in circumference, as we're told. For example, it is a fact that in Genoa, Italy, from just above sea level, on clear days, it is possible to see the distant islands of Elba, Gorgona, Caprea, and Corsica, 80 to 125 miles away. It is a necessary theory that the globe Earth must curve 8 inches per mile squared if it really be a ball 25,000 miles in circumference, as we're told. But based on such a theory, these islands would all be completely hidden behind thousands of feet of curved Earth. In fact, the record-breaking longest distance zoom photograph ever taken recently showed Pic Gaspard from Pic de Finestrelles, a whopping 275 miles away, at a height of under 10,000 feet, where, based on correct curvature calculations, the entire mountain should be invisible behind several miles of curved Earth. It is an observable, testable, repeatable, scientific fact of reality that Polaris, the North Pole star, situated perfectly over the North Pole center of Earth, never moves a single inch, night after night, year after year, century after century, with all the other fixed stars remaining fixed in their relative constellations, revolving perfect circles around Polaris. It is an unobservable, unproven, unscientific theory to claim that thousands of years ago, Polaris mysteriously did move, and Thuban or other stars became the center of rotation. It is also an unobservable, unscientific theory to claim that the Earth is spinning 1,000 miles per hour around an axis, while rotating tens of thousands of miles per hour around the Sun, while the entire solar system circles hundreds of thousands of miles per hour around the Milky Way, and the Milky Way shoots millions of miles per hour more off through infinite space, when we cannot see, hear, feel, or otherwise observe or prove any such motion, and we can see clearly for ourselves Polaris never moving, and all the other stars revolving around it. Not only this, but such circular star trails around an unmoving pole star prove that it is the stars themselves moving, and not the Earth. If the Earth were truly a tilting, wobbling, spinning space ball, undergoing these multiple contradictory motions through the universe, you would only see irregular, spiral-shaped star trails, and the night sky would never be the same twice. It would be impossible for constellations to exist whatsoever if Earth were truly undergoing these various theoretical motions. This is just a brief introduction to the many observable, testable, repeatable, scientific facts of our level, motionless.
I mean, I think that would work if the Earth was rising too, right? Like, you wouldn't see the same stars.
Plain Earth that have been marginalized, suppressed, and ridiculed for centuries in favor of various unobservable, untestable, unscientific theories purporting we live on a tilting, wobbling, spinning, ball-shaped Earth. Long before the theory of gravity was a glimmer in Newton's imagination, the natural physics of density and buoyancy already perfectly explained why apples fall down. Quite simply, objects fall or rise based on their relative density to the medium surrounding them. Apples fall because they are denser than the air, while helium balloons rise because they are lighter. No gravity necessary. This is why raindrops fall down through the air and air bubbles rise up through water. Everything seeks its relative density and rises or falls until settling accordingly. This is why a tiny pebble sinks to the bottom of the ocean, but gigantic cruise ships and aircraft carriers stay afloat on the surface, because even though a pebble is so small, its mass relative to its volume, its density, is more than water, so it sinks. And even though a cruise ship is so large, its mass relative to its volume is less than water, so it floats. If Newton's apple had landed in a puddle instead of on his head, he would have seen the apple only fell through the air because it was denser than the air, but then floated on top of the water because it was less dense than water. Have you ever noticed how it's easier to stay afloat with your lungs full of air than it is when they're empty? Submarines float on the surface when their ballast tanks are filled with air, but when the vents are opened and seawater floods in, they begin to sink as the submarine's density becomes greater than water. Depending what depth they wish to dive, sailors simply adjust the ratio of air and water in their tanks, and when ready to resurface, they blow compressed air into the tanks, forcing the seawater out, lowering the density, and thus causing them to rise back to the surface. We can also prove this fact of relative density by filling a balloon with approximately half helium and half air. Since helium is lighter than the oxygen, nitrogen, and other gases that compose the air around us, filling a balloon with just the right amount of helium to compensate for and balance out the density of the plastic results in a gravity-defying, levitating balloon at equilibrium that neither rises nor falls. How is it that gravity is so strong that it can hold all the oceans, buildings, and people stuck to the underside of the ball Earth but so weak that it allows birds, bugs, smoke, and balloons to casually evade its grips completely? How is it that gravity holds our bodies clung to the underside of a ball Earth, but yet we can easily raise our legs and arms, walk or jump, and feel no such constant downward pulling force? How is it that gravity can cause planets to revolve elliptical orbits around a single center of attraction? Ellipses by nature require two foci, and the force of gravitation would have to regulate and decrease to keep planets in constant orbit and prevent pulling them into direct collision courses. Einstein's theory of relativity and the entire heliocentric model of the universe hinge upon Newton's law of gravitation. Heliocentrists claim that the Sun is the most massive object in the heavens, more massive even than the Earth, and therefore the Earth and other planets, by law, are caught up in the Sun's gravity and forced to orbit perpetual circles and ellipses around it. They claim that gravity also somehow allows people, buildings, the oceans, and all of nature to exist on the underside of their ball Earth without falling off. Now, even if gravity did exist, why would it cause both planets to orbit the Sun and people to stick to the Earth? Gravity should either cause people to float in suspended circular orbits around the Earth, or it should cause the Earth to be pulled and crashed into the Sun. What sort of magic is gravity that it can glue people's feet to the ball Earth while causing Earth itself to revolve ellipses around the Sun? The two effects are very different, yet the same cause is attributed to both. Furthermore, this magnetic-like attraction of massive objects gravity is purported to have can be found nowhere in the natural world. There is no example in nature of a massive sphere or any other shaped object which, by virtue of its mass alone, causes smaller objects to stick to or orbit around it. There is nothing on Earth massive enough that it can be shown to cause even a dust bunny to stick to or orbit around it. Try spinning a wet tennis ball or any other spherical object with smaller things placed on its surface, and you will find that everything falls or flies off and nothing sticks to or orbits around it. To claim the existence of a physical law without a single practical evidential example is hearsay, not science. Newton also theorized, and it is now commonly taught, that the Earth's ocean tides are caused by gravitational lunar attraction. If the Moon is only 2,160 miles in diameter and the Earth 8,000 miles, however, using their own math and law, it follows that the Earth is 87 times more massive, and therefore the larger body should attract the smaller to it, and not the other way around. If the Earth's greater gravity is what keeps the Moon in orbit, it is impossible for the Moon's lesser gravity to supersede the Earth's gravity at Earth's sea level, where its gravitational attraction would even further out-trump the Moon's. Not to mention the velocity and path of the Moon are uniform, and should therefore exert a uniform influence on the Earth's tides, when in actuality the Earth's tides vary greatly. Furthermore, if ocean tides are caused by Moon's gravitation, how is it that lakes, ponds, and other smaller bodies of standing water remain outside the Moon's grasp, while the gigantic oceans are so affected? Heliocentrists claim the ball Earth is perpetually spinning on its axis at a mind-numbing 1,038 miles per hour, or 19 miles per second, and somehow people, animals, buildings, oceans, and other surface phenomena can stick to the underside of the spinning ball without falling or flying off. Take a ride on the Gravitron at your local amusement park, however, and notice how the faster it spins, the more you are pushed away from the center of spin, not towards it. Even if the centripetal, inward pulling force of gravity did exist, which it does not, the centrifugal, outward pushing force of the ball Earth's supposed 19 mile per second spin would also exist and have to be overcome, yet neither of these opposing forces have ever been shown to have any existence outside the imaginations of heliocentric scientists. Astronomers claim to have measured all the planets' distances, shapes, orbits, weights, relative positions, and times of revolution, all based on the law of gravitation, and without gravity, their entire cosmology folds under its own weight. Without gravity, people cannot stand upside down on a ball Earth. Without gravity, the Earth and planets cannot be revolving around the Sun. Without Newtonian gravitation, Einsteinian relativity, Copernican heliocentricity, and the entire Big Bang ball Earth mythos cannot exist and falls to pieces. Gravity, both metaphorically and quite literally, just does not hold any water, not as a sound theory of cosmology, and not as a law supposedly responsible for holding in the world's oceans. Light things rise up, heavy things fall down. Simply a natural property of weight and density. That is very different from gravity. Gravity is a hypothetical magnetic-like force possessed by large masses, which Isaac Newton needed to help explain the heliocentric theory of the universe. Gravity sucks, gravity pulls, gravity don't follow rules. Spinning round, it makes us sick. Gravity is magic. It's magic. It's magic. Now, even if gravity did exist, why would it cause both planets to orbit the sun and people to stick to the Earth? Gravity should either cause people to float in suspended circular orbits around the Earth, or it should cause the Earth to be pulled and crashed into the sun. What sort of magic is gravity that it can glue people's feet to the ball Earth? Gravity sucks, gravity pulls, gravity don't follow rules. Spinning round, it makes us sick. Gravity is magic. Gravitation is only a subterfuge employed by Newton in his attempt to prove that the Earth revolves around the sun. And the quicker it is relegated to the tomb of all the Capulets, the better will it be for all classes of society. Gravity sucks, gravity pulls, gravity don't follow rules. Spinning round, it makes us sick. Gravity, it's a con trick. It's magic. There is a popular myth taught to school children, which most adults today still believe, that people in history have traveled in perfectly straight lines, eastwards or westwards, and eventually arrived back at their starting point. It is heralded as proof of the globe Earth, and claimed that hundreds of adventurers since Magellan have completed such successful circumnavigations, but the truth is that no one in history has ever set off traveling in a perfectly straight line and returned back at their starting point. All successful circumnavigations in history, whether by sea or air, have instead followed the same pattern, which is sailing or flying the most convenient route from port to port, stopping for supplies and refueling until a complete circle has been made. Not a single sailor or aviator in history has or could travel only in the same one perfectly straight direction and magically arrive back where they began. This ridiculous lie becomes obvious when critically examined, but when taught to young children, successfully bends and warps their minds into accepting globe indoctrination. Unlike the cardinal directions on a compass rose, north, south, east, and west on Earth are not simply straight lines separated by 90 degrees. North, rather than being an upward shooting arrow, is actually a point, a center point, the center point of the entire Earth, known as the geographic North Pole, situated directly below Polaris, the North Pole star, the only motionless star in the heavens, which marks the exact northern center point of the sky. South, rather than being a downward shooting.
I got this. This is
South.
Who's that? Nancy.
Satan.
Satan.
When we look back at the
It's
earliest
self-explanatory.
days, ever since even the inception of NASA in
Self-explanatory.
1958,
I don't have
there's
to explain
already
it.
a lot of mystery and coincidences that follow the founding of NASA. If we look at all the way back to Operation Paperclip
We have the
in the
best job
1940s and Operation
at NASA.
We need a brief word from our sponsor.
NASA's.
Oh, a real country breakfast, the best you ever tried. Pick up some Flat Earth Farms breakfast Bud Bites.
Flat Earth Farms Breakfast Bud Bites. Made with the best cuts of bud. Just like at home. Packed full of fresh country flavor. From the skillet to your plate. Tasty breakfast Bud Bites. Tasty breakfast Bud Bites from Flat Earth Farms. Try some today.
Available at all purveyors of fine products near you.
deep freeze in the mid 1950s.
That's a cowboy right there.
Shortly
Shit.
after these
You know what I'm saying?
operations and the exploration of Antarctica with Admiral Byrd, all of a sudden, NASA's founded, and this whole idea of human travel to space, it starts to come about, and all of a sudden there's an Antarctica Treaty that's put into place in 1959 that says nobody can go beyond the 60th degree latitude and independently explore Antarctica. And then NASA just somehow pops up in the mix of all of this. And ever since then,
Look at that swimming pool. Yo, once they signed that Antarctic Treaty, since it was hasta luego for exploration in Antarctica. What do you think?
Well,
discovered
since
all of
NASA hired
these-
us, it's been pretty hellacious.
Yeah.
We get one from one speech to the next, one meeting to the next, running always with the green screens, always with the cables.
These look so ridiculous that people would believe that, like, yeah, you need this suit, this heavy ass fucking suit, to go into a vacuum. You'll survive. Just try it.
Lies, and they're not.
Try it. It's just so great. It's so cool. It's just the funniest, most greatest, best thing in the world.
Being completely transparent and honest with us. And this, this ranges anywhere from the International Space Station, where they're training astronauts in mock-up, swimming pools with a mock-up model of the ISS, and we can see water bubbles on, quote-unquote alleged spacewalks. We can look at the moon landings, with all of the Apollo missions, all of the fakery that we discovered. I mean, even Buzz Aldrin has come out several times, suspiciously saying that, we never went to the moon. And, there's hours and hours of footage that just, at this point, objectively proves we've never gone to the moon. And, you go back to the ISS, you see all this discrepancies, these visual effects with, augmented reality and, harnesses and virtual reality, and we see all of these errors that with these live. There's none of the live footage ever actually live, and it's all pre-recorded. And they use chroma screen and green screen, and they do this in Hollywood, and they have all these visual effects that they can use all these Hollywood effects with ISS. And you look at all these different issues with these astronauts, because they're really just actors. They're not actually going to space.
No.
And we look at how it's logistically impossible to even send anybody to space on an international space station. It just doesn't happen for so many reasons. Even with the quote unquote live footage, not just from the US and NASA, but the ESA and JAX and other space stations.
I don't know.
There's all these glitches with the live footage. So when you start to look at
Nancy, pause it. Yeah, go ahead.
Otherwise, they end up yelling.
I know. I don't want to have to yell either. Since that's why I didn't have a bunch of people on.
So, NASA's stuck in space right now, supposedly, right? And so they put on NBC's interviewing him in space, and she did a flip just like that, exactly like that flip. She did it just 2 days ago on live TV.
Oh yeah.
Or quote unquote live TV, right? NBC, you can check it out. Just look up NASA stuck in space. It comes right up on YouTube. You'll see. She does a little flip. It's so cute.
At all of this, why is everything fake? Why is there all these issues?
And her
why is
hair.
there never any real
Her hair's
footage from space? Everything's CGI and
See her hair.
cartoon.
Here, I'll get it for you. Hold on. I'll get a picture. I'll show you.
Go ahead.
We can look all the way back.
Walt Disney? Is that Walt Disney?
One of the early
Warner von Braun
fathers of NASA. The father of human space travel, Warner von Braun, and even with his founding of NASA and his early days of NASA, it's very suspicious.
Thumbs up.
There's a lot with
Thumbs
Operation
up.
Paperclip.
Post, share, like, subscribe.
There's a lot of
support.
mystery surrounding Warner von Braun and Walt Disney, and them creating these films to promote human space travel back in the early 1950s, in the mid 1950s, when it wasn't really even a thing before then. And then all of a sudden, a couple years later, in 1959 or 58, NASA was created. And he said a lot of suspicious things, Warner von Braun, that it would take 3 rockets the size of the Empire State Building just to go to the moon, and nothing ever goes to space. But one of the most interesting things is what he put on his tombstone, which is a biblical verse that says, from Psalm 19:1, that says, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork." So if he's saying that the heavens declare the glory of God and the firmament showeth his handiwork, somebody that's supposed to be promoting space travel.
Okay.
Sheweth. It's not showeth. It's
Laser
sheweth.
test. Laser test. Let's check this out.
All right. So now to get started, let's look at our positions on the water. Now, Mark was at Owen Beach at Point Defiance Park, and you'll see his laser fade in on the horizon. And I was positioned at Saltwater State Park in Des Moines, Washington. Now, while we're here, let's take into account what these two land masses would look like from my position facing towards Mark's position southwest.
Looks right. Looks right.
All right, so the distance between these 2 points is 10.3 miles. Mark's going to say in a little bit that he's about 7 feet above sea level. That gives us a target hidden height of 33.2 feet.
I'm going back on again. Yeah, bring it back on. Yep. Alright, let me see. You're about dead on. Just a second.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, bring it to the right. Bring it to the right. Little bit. All right, stop right there. Bring it back a little bit. Ah, shoot. Hold on. Wait. Stay right there. Stay right there. Yeah, let me hit record. Ah, shoot. We're out of focus. Still see it, though. Look, we're out of focus and we still got picture on the laser. Now, I zoomed in, it kind of looked like one of those stars. All right, hold on. Let me try to get this thing focused again. But yeah. I see you, man. Here, point it back to the left a little bit.
So with that distance, you should not be able to see this laser, is what they're trying to say, right?
Your left.
Yeah. Yep. Bring it back just a hair. Boom, right there. That's perfect.
It
Stay
should be
right
under
there.
the curvature.
Stay right there. Honestly, what's your elevation right now? You're in the water right now?
I'm checking the height right now.
Awesome. All right.
Let's see. I would say 7 feet. 7 feet off the water.
About 7 feet off the water. Okay.
At this point, I'm anticipating that someone suffering from cognitive dissonance is going to say, no, he was more than 7 feet above sea level. Okay, so let's say 8.5. Now, where's the other 30 feet of curvature? Then somebody else is going to say, no, he's higher than 8.5 feet. Okay, let's try 10. So where's the other 27 feet of curvature? Yeah, stop it.
So here, I'm gonna lean down a little bit. It's like the tide's coming in. So hold on. Let me back this thing up a little bit. The water's coming in. Yeah. Give me a few seconds.
Okay, I got something when you're ready.
Back it up just a little. Then I'm going to adjust my tripod.
Oh, this is a good one. We'll let this one play.
All right, yeah, turn it off for a few seconds, but try to keep that position. I'm lower this time. So I got the camera like at about 3 feet above the water, somewhat. Got the tripod down low. So let's see what you got now, man. Let's see if I can find you.
All right, hope there's enough power in this. It takes quite a bit. Here it goes.
Okay. All right, hold on. Oh, yeah. Hold up. Wait. Stay right there. Right there. Let me get you. All right. So hold on, dude. You see it right here. All right, folks. Boom. There's a laser right there. All right. My tripod is nice and low. You see me? Boom. We're 10 miles away. I can see that laser. Mark, about how high are you above the water?
Right at about 7 feet.
Right at about 7 feet, and you're like kind of pointing downward toward my position. Then that's cool. All right,
Need
yeah.
cameras on both ends for the.
Yeah, everybody can see that I'm about 3 feet above the water, and yeah, we can see the laser just fine.
Wow.
Can't we, people?
That's great.
Yep.
Can we see the
That's
laser
great.
just fine from 10 miles away?
However,
over all this flat water? Don't we see? Isn't that what we're
10
seeing right now,
miles
people?
away.
we're gonna need cameras
10
on
miles
both
away.
ends.
Look, you can see the laser. Dude, I can see the laser with my naked eye right now.
What were you saying?
We're gonna need cameras on both ends for the globies.
Everybody can see it off in the distance. I'm not
Cameras
even
on both
looking
ends and
into
in
the
the
camera
middle
right now. We can all
and
see
in
the
the
laser
air. We need them
together
everywhere.
right now. 10 miles away, dude.
We need.
Here,
20
let's get
cameras.
lower. I'm gonna put the phone down here.
We need to
I'm
really
gonna
shut
put the
them
phone
down.
down here on the ground. We can still see the laser. Yeah?
All right, cool. So there's a laser.
Let's say you
All
get
right,
20,
whatever.
30 cameras out there. We're gonna
What do you
shut
got?
these guys down. No, you got a camera over here. Nope, we got a camera over here too. Sorry, they still won't. We're gonna shut them down.
I mean, all in all, I think we had a good stream. You said you got one more video?
No, I just want to show this. Stuck in. Oh yeah, everybody ready for a laugh? You want to laugh? This is funny. They're stuck in space. If they were stuck in space, that would be great too. However, they're stuck in some bunker in the middle of Arizona or something. Let's see. Let's start with the hair. Okay, right here. Can you see that? Okay. Can you see that?
Hold on. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Full screen. Ready for a laugh? Here we go.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Watch her hair. I'll just have this volume down. Yep, I'll save you. Watch her hair.
Wait up, the hair? I don't see hair. I don't see hair.
Left.
What are you talking about?
You don't see her hair?
Oh, no, it looks like news about NASA stuck in space.
Okay, got the wrong page here.
Yeah, you gotta go share this tab instead. Up top, the little box.
The other way was better. It would switch automatically.
I know.
Share screen.
Oh, is it
would
because
just switch.
is it because you don't have the? No, you have administration now. I don't know actually. I have no idea why I would do that to you.
Should just switch to wherever I go to, right? Okay, ready? Can you see that? Let me see. There you go. See the hair now?
Yeah.
See it? Okay, ready? I just set the volume down to save
Space,
you.
the space hair. Yeah.
Watch her hair. It's great. Right there. Oh, see it? Here's watch it again. Awesome, right?
Yeah.
Not in space. It's just all puffed up and yeah. That's straight up. Okay. Now next is there's that one. Now go back over here. What you got up there? Share screen again. This next one is we're gonna listen to this one. Okay. See if you got that. There you got the screen. Okay, here we go.
2 astronauts currently on board the International Space Station may have to stay there until next year. Butch Wilmore and Sunny Williams were only meant to be on the ISS for about a week. They boarded the first Boeing Starliner capsule test flight with the crew in June. NASA says it's still evaluating options on how to bring them back.
See that flip? Let's watch it. Slow.
Good night, Carol. Good night,
Watch
Jonathan.
Watch the flip again.
Butch Wilmore and Sunny Williams were only meant to be on the ISS for about a week. They boarded the first Boeing Starliner capsule test flight.
What?
Look how happy they are to be stuck up there. Isn't it great how happy they are?
They're happy. They're happy to be stuck in space.
Currently on board the International Space Station may have to stay there until next year. Butch Wilmore and Sunny Williams were only.
Did you hear that they made stay there till next year?
And they're like, yay.
Currently on board the International Space Station may have to stay there until next year. Butch Wilmore and Sunny Williams were only meant to be on the ISS for about a week. They boarded.
He loves it.
He's like, I never had so much trim.
All right.
You know they're doing it. You know they're doing it in whatever bunker they're in. Because they're not in space.
Where did it go?
And if they were in space, they'd definitely be doing it.
Yeah. I wanted to bring some. Oh yeah, I wanted to show real quick the new designs that you made. Hold on,
there's no sexual tension in space.
Is this it?
There's no there's no problems.
There it is.
There's no accidents in space. There's
So-
no dust. There's no dust in space. It's beautiful.
So think about supporting us. Cash App, PayPal, all that. Buy me a coffee, Venmo.
Oh, that's
but
my newest
also
graphic.
we have we have T-shirts for sale. We have all kinds of merchandise. But this is the newest invention that we came up with.
That's a bumper sticker.
China.
But we made it a T-shirt.
We can build anything. Get your
Now-
China. We can build anything T-shirt.
This is like triple layer deep sarcasm.
Mm-hmm. Well, they do. I mean, if you think about it, they do build everything, dude. Like, what don't we get from China?
Let me see the actual bumper sticker. Let's see the bumper
The sticker? There's no bumper sticker, dude. This one.
I gave you a square one.
I don't have a bumper sticker on there.
I gave it to you.
To make a bumper sticker, how am I
I
gonna
gave
make
you
a
a square one.
Okay.
I gave you a square one with the background square. It would appear as a bumper sticker. There it is. Oh no, it's cut out, huh?
It's not a bumper sticker.
You didn't do it. I work hard on these things. I expect you to.
What do you mean? There's no bumper sticker on there to make?
It's a sticker with a square.
How
it
am I
would
supposed-
appear as a bumper sticker because
They don't have a square.
rectangle.
They have one sticker and they make it. You just put a
No,
sticker.
it cuts it out. It cuts it out. The one I gave you has a square border, so it would cut it out as a
Oh,
rectangle.
the new one. Yeah, all right. I get what you're
Rectangle.
saying. I understand. Well, anyway, I got True Kings. These are pretty nice colors.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now explain that logo there.
So this one is the winged cherub angel with the crown, which is also the crown.
Say it
the
again.
crown
What?
winged. It's the winged cherub, but that's also
Cherub.
and that's also the crown with the halo.
That's Tartaria winged cherub or something.
It's Old World.
Old World. Okay.
It's pretty cool. I like that color.
Nice.
But we have so many different
That could be a
ones, and-
sticker too, but yeah, I could
True
put it in a
Kings.
circle, then it's a
We
circle
have-
sticker, or rectangle, then it's a rectangle
Mhm.
sticker.
So those are the two new designs. Let's see. Oh,
So I'll give
we
you-
also have
make
we
sure we
also
have
have this one, the Mud Flood Flat Earth Muddy Buddies, which is a new design.
That is awesome.
I made it happen, Singe. I made it work.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we have all these designs. Check us out. Support us. We appreciate
Muddy
it.
Buddies, Flat Earth, and Mud Flood. That's nice. Dang, I'm getting tired.
Yeah, we're getting out of here.
So, yeah, we got any ideas? Send them to us.
Yeah.
I'll make them most likely, or something like it.
Yeah, we're getting tired. All right, we're gonna get out of here, Singe.
Or if you want something specific, I'll definitely make it for you. Tell me. Us. Make it for Flat Earth Tribe. I want one that says that too. Flat Earth Tribe. That's a good one to make. Just simple. The words. No graphic. Just nice text.
All right.
Please, don't forget to tip your waitress.
How low does it go? How many levels under the ground? How low does it go? How many levels under the ground?
My nickname was Hot Wheels in high school. I used to roll up and lock my stolen bicycle. I might do what I like to. It's insightful. I'm not like you. We don't want the same weed all the time. We want flavors. If I have you on Late Night Live at night, that's a favor. I'm glad that you found God. I hope he saves you. You want a scratch ticket? I'll wipe my ass with it. You little ass licker, I ain't your fast ticket. You just a whack midget. That was last minute. We're all glad that's finished. There was a time and a place for that. Let's leave it in the past. I ain't even gonna ask. So moving on. It's a grooving song. The rent's due tomorrow. I dropped and broke the banger, so I just threw the bomb. They knew the song, and you were wrong. So move along.
How low does it go? How many levels under the ground? How low does it go? How many levels under the ground?
How high can I get? I'm gonna fly so high like a jet, but I don't need no fuel, cause I'm not no tool. I'm not no summer cassette tape. Everybody wanna hear what I wanna play. Hey, listen to the music that I sing. All of the joy and the happiness I bring. Late Night Live, you know you're gonna hop on. and give us some comments. And I'm not AI, I don't need none of that to write these lyrics, cause that shit is so whack. Yo, like a heart attack, gonna come back and just bang it, sing it. Yo, I just really know that I can bust my flow any night and day. Yo, so tired of the weak sauce, I need better. Gotta grade it up like I do with cheddar when I'm making my quesadilla. Gotta just have your soul and just feel what I'm gonna do when I sing it through. Keeping it so true, that's what I do. Andre, bringing the freshness to you. Whoa, here we go, what we do, cause I can get so high with a spliff and a fire. Whoa, you're my only desire. Listen to the music as the Rastamana sing. All of the goodness and the joy that we bring. Burning Babylon cause we praise King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering Lion, Rastafari. Whoa, whoa, here we just wanna go. Yo,
how low does it go? How many levels under the ground? How low does it go? How many levels under the ground?
What you see is just illusion. They're trying to forget the fusion. The two of us are using this music, trying to get the minds to look into it. And then you find a 9/11, them never planes. They're just embedded in the shred and discredit your brain. They make us eat the medicine. History.
We don't need your acceptance. We don't want your care and blessings now. True Kings is a sure investment. We want you to know you can't stop us now. Your futile attempts are just pathetic. Try if you want, but you can't top our style.
They trying to come at me, try to attack me, wanna bug zap me. Ain't made in no factory. If it ain't True Kings, you buying the crap me. What am I supposed to do with this? It's so redonkulous the way I maneuver this shit. People expected us to put out manure and shit, so I would just give up and move and just quit. Nobody ever circumnavigated Earth, north to south or south to north. Either which way you traveling, and where's the curve? There is no curve, you babbling. I go from happy to mad again. I'm as happy Madison. Whatever happened to Judge Judy's gaveling? See a boat go over the horizon, zoom in and bring it back again. You can see there's no curve even with half a brain.
We don't need your acceptance. We don't want your care and blessings now. True Kings is a sure investment. We want you to know that you can't stop us now. Your futile attempts are just pathetic. Try if you want, but you can't top our style.
Do you ever have one of those days? You know, one of those days when you just don't even want to get out of bed that day. So you just lay in bed. One of those days where you just don't even want to wake up. You don't want to get up. You don't want to do a damn thing. Sometimes I just want to close my eyes and fade away. I wish I was a kid again. Sometimes I talk with the old Ray that died away. I just wanna live again. Sometimes I just lay in bed all day and sleep my life away. I hope God is listening. Sometimes I just turn everything off and isolate. I just ain't fitting in. I wish there was a way to test if the sun were 93 million miles away. Just ain't believing it. Oh, I wanna go back to sleep again and close my eyes, and close my eyes.
I'll give a damn about your programming, man. You don't know me from a ham sandwich. 9/11, yeah, we know the man planned it. I studied Earth, and the Earth ain't a damn planet. Austin, tough to do a dab with no dab stick. But yabba dabba do, Ray, your rhymes are mad sick. My lighter ran out, hand me the matchstick. And you'll never ever see a rock flow like Mad Rhymes of venom. Attack 'em with the pen and end. There's no pretending. You my friend till the end. Truth kings, truth is, you wanna know what the truth brings? Me, these raps in accordance with my mood swings. So stay stuck in the past, cause I'm moving on to new things.
Sometimes I just wanna close my eyes and fade away. I wish I was a kid again. Sometimes I talk with the old Ray that died away. I just wanna live again. Sometimes I lay in bed all day and sleep my life away. I hope God is listening. Sometimes I just turn everything off and isolate. I just ain't fitting in. I wish there were a way to test if the sun were 93 million miles away. Just ain't believing it. Oh, I wanna go back to sleep again.